And that should put us live. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm excited because today we're going to play Medieval 2. I haven't actually ever played this game. My only previous exposure to this series is playing the Resurrected remake on PSP of the first game, playing the remaster when it came out. And yeah, I've never played this game. Well, that's a lie. I actually played the first couple of levels there, and then I decided to stream it because I'm capturing footage for Retrobution, my retro channel. If you want to go follow that, it's in the description and it's also in the chat. Because I want to do a video on it, and I thought maybe we may as well, I don't know, stream it, have a little chat, maybe talk about subscription services again, talk about PS Plus Premium, that sort of stuff. Is it worth it? I think PS Plus Premium is, I only paid for my subscription there, but I think I got it like before Christmas and it was on sale. I think it might have been, was it 135 for the year, and it's usually 165 euro. Let's see, PS Plus Premium yearly price. Let's see. So it's 151 euro. Okay, so $160, 152 euro. I think I got it for like 135 on sale or something. And yeah, so I guess we just talk about it. We'll play some Medieval, which is a very funny game. I've swapped around the controls because the controls are arseways. So, and I do also, since this is an emulator, I do use rewinds, I do use save states. That is, I don't know, it just makes a lot of these games a lot more playable, if I'm being honest, because some parts of them can be frustrating. In general, so far this hasn't been too bad. I got the trophy. There's a platinum for the game, which is really cool. But I got the trophy for beating the first boss without using just his arm. But it just has this, it's very charming game.
As to what exactly is going on, eh? Well, allow me to introduce myself. Professor Hamilton Gift, magician, inventor, and master of the occult at your service. If you're wondering what you're doing once again walking the earth, it appears that someone has got their hands on the legendary Zarok spellbook. Zarok? Oh, no. Well, people like myself have been searching for that.
When did Casper come out? Because that ghost is really Casper.
Yeesh. Well, last year, certain pieces of the book turned up, and this is the result.
When was Casper?
We have to find the extent of the damage, don't we? I myself am imprisoned.
Oh, like 1945. Okay, he's very Casper-esque.
To get this place into suitable shape to start waging a little guerrilla war. Has Winston told you about collecting magic? He has. Oh, good, good. Well, off you go then. Select where you want to go on the projector over here.
I need to turn my lights
if you
down.
connect the channels, I should be able to reward you with a new weapon.
If I'm being honest.
Collect this off me here.
Please don't break anything. No, I can't reach it. Over here we go. Just lower that down a bit because it's a bit bright and a bit annoying in my eyes, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, okay. Wasn't really paying attention there. So these are the chalices, which basically, if you kill 100 enemies, or 100% of all the enemies in a level, you unlock a thing. And there's a load of weapons in this game. And now, I played the Medieval remake when it came out. I completely forget if there was different weapons in that game. We actually have this little inventory system, which is cool. You've like, look at all these different types of weapons. Actually, no, there were a couple. There was definitely an axe in the remake. I'm not sure if there was any range weapons, though. It's been a while. So, yeah. So I now have a cane. Now, why would I want this cane is the real question. I don't know. It also has, like, if you hold L1 and one of the buttons, I've swapped all the buttons around, but L1 and circle for me, which I believe would be L1 and X, you could swap between your weapons on the fly, which is pretty cool for something like that. Oh, this is like a mission select? Okay, that's cool. So I can do that. Let's just have a little look around here first, though. Because I was actually looking at the platinum. It seems like a fun platinum. Not just one where you have to 100% the game, which it looks like you have to do. But there's like a trophy for... You have to kill an enemy with every weapon. You have to beat a level only using the arm. You have to beat certain bosses in certain ways. So it actually seems like a pretty fun platinum to get. Whether or not I get it is another thing. But I have actually managed to get a good couple of platinums in these classic games. I just think, I don't know, it's just such a cool idea. And I think this is the way think this is the way that subscription services should be for games, where they just use it as a way to get all these old classic games out. And I really like the rollout, if I'm being honest, because firstly, for the retro channel, it gives me like a steady stream of, okay, for this month I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna do a video on that, and I actually really like that. Okay, who's this guy? Okay, he probably raises the dead, does he? Yeah, I had a feeling. And then it also means like you're not being bombarded, because the problem that I find with a lot of subscription services, like all of them, is that you get a lot of you get paralysis just because you're sitting there, you buy Game Pass or PS Plus, and then you go through and you're like, oh my god, look at all these games that I have to play. Where at least if they do a rollout like this, you have like just a consistent, okay, this month I'm interested in this game, so I'll play that. And it doesn't take up too much of your time, you know? It's a bit more, it's better than launching with 40 games and just giving you it all at once, you know? Okay, do I have to... Oh, surely. Okay, there we go. So that's 18% of the enemies killed in this level. I'm not sure if you do actually have to kill 100% of them, or if it's 100% means like you've killed, say, 80% of the enemies in a level, and you don't need to get 100. I'm actually not sure, to be honest. I should really be using this charge up attack. But this is a game, as I said, I've never played before. I don't know if a physical version of this is expensive. I'm not sure if Medieval is a series I like enough to want the physical version of them, because that's sort of my whole... Oh god, I'm nearly dead here. That's sort of my whole mantra, I guess, with the retro channel, is I only want to keep games in my physical collection that I actually want. I don't want the... I'm not in it to make money. I'm not in it to have an expensive collection or a complete collection. I just want the collection of games that I know I like. And if that means I only have 10 PS1 games and 40 PS2 games and 40 Wii games, and that's fine. I don't want to just collect for collection's sake, because I think I start to... I don't know, you just sort of... It happened to me before, but you do end up just buying games for the sake of it. It's like, oh, that game is rare, or that game's expensive, let me buy that. And it's like, will I actually ever play it? Probably not. Oh, look at this weapon. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, so just the charge up is the way to go with this, so... Oh, hit him. Ah. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the sword is... Well, the sword is probably... This is probably the best to get rid of these. And then quickly swap to the sword. And then should be able to finish him off here. Again, I'm not doing this very deliberately. I'm just kind of mashing buttons because it seems that you can get away with it anyway. And yeah, there's from what I can remember of playing Medieval 1, as I said, I platinumed the remake. There's none really that stands out from like a gameplay perspective, or like if the level design is amazing or anything like that. But the thing that really stands out, this looks like it's breakable. The thing that really stands out is just how fun and sort of charming it is. Like there's very few games that have this same sort of comedy style that this does. And just the fact that like Sir Daniel Fortescue was like this well-renowned warrior, but in actual fact he just died. He was like the first person to die in the battle is really cool. And now in this game he wakes up, he's in a museum in 1800s England, London, and he's sort of in the back, and then an evil wizard raised everything from the dead, and then he comes back.
So you probably want to make sure that you got the chalice.
Oh, I actually like that. That's actually really cool that they have that built in. Okay, so there is fall damage. That's very... Oh, I thought they were unlimited. So there actually is very... That just seems very modern to tell you, oh, this is a point of no return, you know? Now, I wonder, do I find these keys elsewhere? I need to be sprinting around more. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll go up here as well, see what's up here. What do we have in here? No, nothing. The invention this century for only 1 penny. The penny farting bike. I've always wanted to have a go on one of them, but I have a feeling I would probably die. Okay, let's see, provision. That's just ammo. I don't really care about ammo right now. And who says, look, he's very... I know that's a very typical thing of the salesman with the big coat, but, you know, people always say, oh, Resident Evil 4, the merchant, he's so cool, but here he is. Sir Daniel Fortescue. Do you know what? I actually don't know who developed Medieval. Oh, Gorilla Cambridge did it. Oh. Well, that makes sense. I didn't know that. I thought Gorilla Cambridge were like a... I got an email here. I thought Gorilla Cambridge were a relatively new studio that were like built off of Gorilla after the fact. But no, they're an old team. And they made I think, yeah, Gorilla Cambridge made Killzone Mercenaries on the PS Vita, which is from my experience the best Killzone game. Not that I think that's a hard thing to do. I actually don't think Killzone is actually that good. It's fine, but I've only played 2, 3, and then a bit of Shadowfall, but and Mercenaries, of course, which is a great game. And obviously, there's just like the sort of novelty of playing that sort of a game on a handheld, because that is the first handheld that had a second analog stick. Or maybe not. Wait, did they? I wonder. No, I don't think the 3DS Circle Pad Pro was out before the Vita. No, I don't think it was. I'm probably gonna die here. I know I use a life bottle. Okay, I wonder, can you actually kill him? Okay, so you can. You just sort of have to stay on him. Yeah. Right. Okay. I keep thinking there's like things that should be breakable, but that is not the case. Okay, what do we? It sounds like it's moving something, but it isn't. Oh no, it is. Okay, I see. So then what? So you almost have to hit it, run and jump. Yeah, cool. Yeah, these levels seem a lot more open than what I can remember of Killzone. Medieval 1, which is cool. I presume I can push this box, can I? Yes. Okay, we got some gold. And if I am a betting man, can I pull the box? I can. I pull it over here. Okay, so there's the depot key. So that was the key outside of that big museum. Now, do these count towards the percentage? They do. Not much though. Ah, enough. Okay, let's I think this is, well, I think this level is called Kensington. I've only ever been to London once, and I'm not sure if I was ever in Kensington, but... Okay, so that looped us all the way back here. And that's the way that we came from. Yeah, we came from... Okay, I think okay, I know where we are. Now the camera is a bit finicky. Oh no. Yeah, we'll just play it safe. Oh no. I actually don't know what my favorite classic has been so far. Because I didn't like Size Matters, because that game isn't good, and I love Ratchet and Clank. I didn't like Daxter all that much. That game, it was like, it was fine, but just kind of boring. Like, there wasn't really much to it. And then, I'm trying to think what else. I didn't like... Yeah, there's actually a lot of them that I did. Like Secret Agent Clank, that was the first time I ever played that game. That game was shite. And then... I'm trying to think what other classics I played. Well, Toy Story 2. Yeah, Toy Story 2 is probably the best one, I think. Toy Story 2 is a great game. And it still is a great game as well, and it's not... I mean, obviously, there will be a certain amount of nostalgia bias there, but it's not completely nostalgia bias. It's just a really fun game. Fun platinum as well, which is, I do think, is the best part of all this. Now, I need a healing spot big time, as I got 6 health. And I don't actually know what happens when you die in a level. I don't know how far it sends you back. But I'm just gonna play it safe. What are you? Oh! Well, I'm glad I didn't get any closer to that. That would have ended badly. Aha! I don't like that that's open. It was worth it though. And then I presume this is going to be the key for that other door in the middle of like those houses. Yeah. Oh crap. Mummy dogs. Okay, lovely. Oh, and they shoot stuff. Oh god. I actually don't know what the hell is going on here. And I can't attack. I'm stun locked. Help! Help me. Yeah, just run around like a madman and just hold circle and just hope to get a couple of hits off. I think that's the play. Oh my god. It doesn't even feel like I'm hitting them. Okay, well, I guess we'll figure out. I want to see where it actually puts you. I will use the rewind feature. I have no problem using that. But, yeah, that's pretty... I have a feeling it's going to send me back to the start of the... Oh, so it sends you back to your last save point. Oh, God, I'm glad this game has rewinds. Oh, baby. Alright. We'll rewind back to here. Jesus, I'm glad about that. Okay, what happens? You hear when people say video games are better in the past than now, true or false? No, games were not better in the past. I don't think so. I think, see this is the thing with the whole, people say it with music as well. It's like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation. It's like, yeah, but now we have access to all the old music and games as well as the new games. And I think, in general, games are better. Because there's a lot of bullshit with old game design. And like, I've started up that retro channel and you figure out there's a lot of bullshit with old game design. I mean, even here, like, I could probably easily get stun locked here. I mean, the camera is awful. That's why it's like, it's different with games and movies and stuff, because there's obviously a different, there's mechanics to a game. So games in general feel better now. So that obviously changes the experience a lot more. The same way, or like, to a certain extent, like obviously with movies you have better cameras and we have 4K and all that, but that, you can still watch a movie from the 80s or 90s and the experience will be the same, whereas with here, this is totally different to what even the remake of Medieval 1 was like. It's just completely different. I also think, like, people are just blinded by nostalgia when they say stuff like that. Now, can I even get up here? Now, are all of these... Okay, so all of these boxes are movable, I see. So then what the game is telling me to do here, I should actually probably save that. So grab this. Move this over here. Pop this over here. What do you think? Wait, so Thai, is it pronounced Thai or Tay? Because I just don't, like, I'm just trying to think of like an old JRPG. Like, Final Fantasy VII is amazing, the original for its time, but the difference between that and a modern JRPG are night and day. I think the only ones that you might be able to make an argument for are like 3D platformers, which, now I don't think Mario 64 nowadays isn't, it's a bit clunky. But like, you could probably make an argument that Mario 64 or Sunshine are, or well, Sunshine probably is just as good as Odyssey or something, or that. Oh, toy. Okay, cool. So yeah, you could probably make an argument that maybe platformers are largely the same, or they could even be better back in the day, you know? Okay, so I don't need to kill these because I have the chalice. So then we'll just pop in here and get the key. God, this is like a Resident Evil or something in here. What is this?
You made it! This is where the spell was cast. Look around for clues and then head over to the museum. Something seems to be going on over there.
Something seems to be going on. Okay, there is a pentagram on the ground here. Look around for clues. Why is that telling me to look out there? Yeah, well, I think like even going from like, I can remember, because like I was born in '98, so I had a PS1 and a PS2 and an N64 and stuff. So like, obviously I didn't have the jump from 2D to 3D and how like amazing that was. But I can remember the jump between the PS2 and the PS3, like how the graphics, like having a HD TV, like that was insane. And then ever since the PS3, it's like, okay, the PS4 is a slightly more powerful PS3. The PS5, slightly more powerful, well, a fair bit more powerful PS4. The PS6 is going to be the exact same, and we're even getting into it with Nintendo consoles now, where the Switch 2 is going to be a slightly better Switch, and obviously the things will be they'll be less substantial, and I was already there. Okay, so I think I have everything, do I? Now where's the chalice though? Like, they'll be less substantial, so now you're probably thinking, I think the only way that we start to have like crazy, insane sort of, oh my god, this is amazing, is with all that extra power in the consoles, we can then use them for, say, significantly better AI, like almost lifelike AI, where enemies and react to absolutely everything in a realistic way. And when that happens in you know, I don't know, a immersive sim like a Dishonored 5 or something, like imagine Dishonored 5 has the most realistic physics, the most realistic NPC reactions to absolutely everything, then you're like, okay, that's a massive difference. But until that happens, we'll just be like, okay, this game now has ray tracing at 60 FPS, and then eventually this game has ray tracing at 120 FPS, and then it's like, games look great. Like, do we really need to have much better fidelity in games? I don't think we do. Like, if games for the rest of our lives look like Red Dead Redemption 2 or like The Witcher 3, like The Witcher 3 is from 2016, I don't think I would be annoyed anyway. So it's telling me, so this lad is saying, don't jump in here because you need to get the chalice. But I don't know where the chalice is.
Once through this door, there's no going back, Dan. So you probably want to make sure that you got the chalice.
Let's see. Kensington, chalice, Medieval 2. Yeah, some gold, copper shield. Okay. Okay. Well, it is a huge step. See, I don't know. Again, Tay or Toy, we might completely disagree, but that sort of stuff, I don't know how I feel about it. Generally, like, I'm against. I'm talking about like AI as in how we know AI now with characters, not the like artificial intelligence the way it is now, like the whole big hive mind computer and all that sort of stuff. That stuff sort of ideally with that, like generative AI with art, music, level design, like I think that's awful. Like I don't want any of that in my games, as little as that as possible. When it comes to that sort of stuff in an RPG, like reactive AI to your voice, I think I would be a bit more on board with that, because that does actually enhance the experience. But see, Ty, I think this is what you were talking about yesterday with you know, developers getting their games out the door. They're getting eyes on games. They're getting a built-in audience. They're more than likely going to be more stable because they have Microsoft's dollar to sort of, you know, give them that money that will make them make their next game. But so that's obviously very pro-developer, and that's great for small developers that get these, you know, lump sums off Microsoft. But then also when it comes to AI, it's like you're taking jobs from artists and musicians and voice actors and level designers and all this sort of stuff. So I think there's that's the side of AI that I wouldn't be interested in. Because it's not impressive. Like a piece of AI could make the nicest sounding, or an AI software could make the nicest sounding song ever. It could make the most beautiful piece of art. But the fact that, like, the cool thing about art, like paintings or music or any form of art, is like a human developed the skill to do that. Like somebody sat there and painted this absolutely amazing landscape, or he painted this realistic person. If a computer does that, it's not impressive. If a computer does really complex maths, it's not impressive. If a human does really complex maths, it's impressive. So I think that's why I'd be against it in sort of games, or why I am not I would be, I am. Because then, see, because I think with AI, and this is another thing with subscription services, you're turning games into content that just gets churned out rather than a piece of art. That's another thing. I think that sort of subscription services will, like, they want engagement content. They don't want a piece of art that people can talk about and, you know, decipher and, oh, this was this philosophy and this was that. Oh no, I do. Like, obviously jobs, over the years, jobs get lost. Like, you know, the self-service checkout comes into supermarkets, and then all of a sudden they need 50% of the staff or whatever. But I think it's just most gamers don't care about that, and I know it. Most people don't, but I do, and I want my art to be made by artists, not by a computer. And, like, again, obviously jobs will be lost with AI, with sort of mechanical processes. Like, let's say, I don't know, QA will be done will be done by AI, and it's probably already being AI assisted, and there'll be loads of jobs lost there. But that's like a mechanical process. It's not like an artistic endeavor. Whereas somebody designing, if a computer design, I think the design of Sir Daniel Fortescue is brilliant. He's this crazy hero that actually isn't a hero, that has all these stories, and he died the second he ran into battle. He got an arrow to the eye, and that's why he only has one eye. And it's cool, it's funny, it's interesting, and a human came up with that, you know. See, the majority of people don't care about AI, especially people that would be younger than me, because they grew up with AI and they're totally fine with it. And I know, like, it's an old man shaking his fist at clouds, you know. But I will stay on this hill for as long as I can. Do these, like, I wonder, are these like weak to fire? Oh, but they get set on fire, so maybe they are. So is coding okay to be AI? Because if we talk about the art element, then all we need is the writer, director, music, etc. Everything else, the vast majority of people are coders. Well, I'd have to think about that, because I would be, obviously coding isn't artistic, but I still think there's still an art to making code. Like, again, I'm not a coder, so I don't know, but there's like still an art to making a character feel good to control through code. Like, there's a reason why Mario feels so good, and why you take another platformer, the character doesn't feel half as good. It's because the coders are skilled. And I'm not even, like, would you consider it art? I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, there's still human skill involved in it, which is more impressive to me and more enticing to me than it would be if a computer did it. Because, like, we always talk about Mario. Okay, so this is a little puzzle here. So I pull this down here. Okay, there's actually not that much thinking to this. But, like, we always talk about Mario and how, like, even on the N64, they got his control so right. And you play Mario now, or you play Mario on the N64, and he feels amazing to control. And it's just cool that a group of coders came up with that. Wait, is there anything up here first? The camera won't let... Okay, there is. I think the Switch 2 will be... Like, I'm in between, like, say, it's probably $449. I think that's a fair price. Well, actually, no. The Switch 1 launched, what, $300? That was or $320? Was that the MS, like, the recommended retail price? And then over here, obviously, we get a bit of... Well, we have VAT and all that, but things are usually very slightly more expensive. Like, a Switch 2 is probably the equivalent of $325 or $30 over here. But, I don't know. I would like to think it would be $400. Well, actually, I'm in two minds with that, because I think $450 would probably fill me with a bit more confidence that it's a bit more, like, it's a bit more techy than what I'm used to with a Nintendo console, which is what I would want. So I don't think I would actually be too annoyed at $450. But again, if it's $450, then it's going to be like €479 or something like that. I still think... Well, yeah, the Switch 2 probably, like, it very well could sell. Like, if you think of... Like, the PS2 was Sony's biggest console, and they haven't reached it yet. But, like, selling, like, less or fewer copies of, or units of a Switch 1, or then the Switch 1 is like, oh no, we didn't sell a 150 million console, or, well, it'll probably settle down at probably like 160 or 170 million, you know, whatever it is. So it's like, oh, we didn't sell a 170 million console, we only sold a, I don't know, a 110 or a 120. Like, I think it's still going to be a ridiculously popular console. See, but I think what are the alternatives? Because the thing is, I think when we talk about casuals, we talk about, well, there's obviously casual gamers that are adults that buy consoles for themselves, but when we talk about casuals, I think it's mostly parents who, they know their kid asked for the Switch. Like, I think every single kid under the sun this Christmas or whenever the Switch 2 comes out will staff of Anubis will ask for a Switch 2 for Christmas. So I don't think they'll struggle. I don't think they'll struggle in that sense. Okay, so you're almost better off just standing still. Oh! Okay, my bottles of life. Because, like, let's just... See, things are just crazy expensive now, like, in general. Like, what is... Let's go 320 USD 2017 to today. What is that? Like, it equals $407 now, like, with inflation. So it's like... You know, if they release it at 400, you're buying the console the same price that you bought a Switch 1 for. So it is still that cheap price. Well, I think... See, I'm not sure if... Like, the Wii sold well to the casual audience because it was... Because it had that motion control thing. It was that, like, big family... Like, we're gonna lean into this, you're gonna play Wii Sports, you're gonna play Wii Play, all this sort of crap. But, like... Like, even still, like, what was the Wii's launch... Like, what was the Wii's launch price? Like, the Wii's launch price is $250 in 2006. So, like, what is that today? Like, this is... Yeah, like, $250 in 2006 is worth $390 today. So, it's, again, if you sell it at $400, $450, it's in and around the same price. That is true, but I still think with... Well, we have to wait and see what these portable consoles are, because I have a feeling these portable consoles are going to be very expensive. Like, I think, well, maybe not Xbox's one, but like, I can see the Sony portable console being like €500 when it releases. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But apart from price, Nintendo's successes are predicted on gimmicks, so that's the reason why they sell well. When I say gimmicks, I mean recent consoles. Without those gimmicks, they would flop. Wait, what do you mean, as in... But, like, see, I just can't... I cannot envision a world where the Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't sell at least 100 million units. I think they've just found the winning formula, and they've just so much momentum, the same way PlayStation have. That... Why would, like... If you really enjoyed the Switch 1, you will buy a Switch 2 because you loved it so much. And you now, since it's backwards compatible as well, which is a massive thing, you now have a library of games that you can buy the console at launch, and if you have a library of 25 or 50 Switch games, then you don't need to buy any games. So all you need is the console, and then you could just have a great time playing loads of games on it. Now, what am I doing here is the question. I thought maybe I'd have to light that on fire. How do I light this on fire? Or how do I do what the game is trying to tell me to do? Or maybe what the game isn't trying to tell me to do. What happens if I just smack it with a sword? Or maybe this... What happens if I use the staff of Anubis? Let's see here. Oh, no, I need to give that staff to Anubis. But see, Ty, where are you coming up with these predictions? Like how are you calculating this? I gave the staff to Anubis. Because, like, that's what, like, Shuei Yoshida said it in that interview, is like, if people, you know, you have all these marketers saying, oh yeah, we can predict this, and he was like, I don't understand how anybody can predict this stuff. And I think if somebody in Shuei Yoshida's position is saying that, then I think it's very, very difficult. But like 95 to 120 million units is nowhere near a failure. And I think if you gave Nintendo the choice of doing that, of that now, they'd bite your hand off for it. Tablet of... Oh, so I have to use all these, okay. I see. Am I missing one? Yeah, but do you not feel like... I'm not sure if this is the Switch a gimmick. I just think the Switch is the formula for how you make a console. Like, as again, what Shio Yoshida said about that is that they have, like, they have found something with the Switch. Like, they have found a winning formula, which realistically they haven't been able to follow up. And I think the Switch 1 is so good that it will they will just consistently follow it up with the Switch 2, Switch 3, Switch 4. I think it's just the way games are going. Like, if you think, like, look at the success of all these handhelds in the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, all this. I know they're relatively small in comparison, but I just think that's what gamers want. Gamers want to be able to play games where and when they can, and it just makes a massive difference being able to play them at home or on the go. But I don't think. But the Switch isn't a gimmick. Like, hybrid consoles aren't a gimmick. They are what every single gamer wants. Like, I understand motion control. Like, see, like, if you think of it, so all of the gimmicks in the past, like, the N64 had a gimmicky control. Well, it had 3D obviously, but the controller was crap. The GameCube couldn't follow up on well, the N64 wasn't very successful either, but the GameCube, I believe, was sold worse. Then the Wii was obviously a massive gimmick in motion controls, which was really novel at the time, but that it just had so many problems with game design, like the amount of games that were just annoying to play because of that waggle tech. And then the Wii U had a gimmick, but I think the Wii U was just slightly before its time, the same way like on liveware with streaming games and all that sort of stuff. And then the Switch 1 comes out, and it's like, this isn't a gimmick. Playing games hybrid, the only downside to having hybrid games is that the console is less powerful than it would be if it was a straight up home console. But being able to play games in handheld, or being able to play games on a screen, isn't a gimmick. It's the way games are going to be played going forward.
You haven't picked up your weapon yet.
Oh no, I know they're closer, but like Xbox aren't in the hardware side of it. Xbox aren't a competitor right now, and they won't be until they release their new console. And even if they do release their new console, again, their console could be amazing. And I actually really like the Series S. I like the Xbox as a console. I love the software. I love the hardware. I actually think they're brilliant machines. But I don't have a built-in library on an Xbox. I don't care about an Xbox. I don't care about trophies or gamer score on an Xbox. I care about trophies on PlayStation. I don't care about... I've no history with the Xbox franchises like Halo and Gears of War. I don't care about them, so I've no built-in sort of nostalgia towards them. Whereas with Nintendo and PlayStation, they have this momentum and they have this built-in... Firstly, they have a built-in backlog of games that everyone owns from... On PlayStation, you have the PS4, PS5, presumably PS6, PS7 going forward. And I'm like locked into this ecosystem. Nothing will make me change. Well, you know, there might be one or two things, but nothing that I could see happening would make me swap over to Xbox. And it's the same with Nintendo. Nintendo have a way more dedicated audience than PlayStation or Xbox do. And also, now it's backwards compatible, so people are building libraries of games. There's also a really good collection of third-party games on the Switch. A lot of them actually run pretty well on the Switch. Some of them don't, and hopefully the Switch 2 will fix that. So then you're just building that snowball, and it's just gonna keep going. And I don't think Xbox will be a major competitor in the hardware wise for the next generation of consoles. Well, they will be a major competitor because there's only 3 competitors, so I guess. But in comparison to PlayStation and Nintendo, I just don't think it will happen. I think they've lost that battle. Hey, we're on to the next level. We have some these are like fat princesses here. I think we shall make a save here. They make like a weird squishy noise when you hit them. So if you just stay at the right range. Oh god, they take a lot of hits. Oh, that's only 1%. Oh god. The music is deadly. Can I swim? I can't swim. What do I think about the FTC saying Nintendo was not really in the same gaming space as Xbox and PlayStation? I don't know. I think they are. I would say now it's the opposite, where PlayStation and Nintendo were in the same space, and then Microsoft is sort of in the other space. I guess they just mean the sort of... Do the FTC literally just mean like the demographics, maybe? That the Nintendo audience... Because even Shuei Yoshida said it. He was like... Nintendo almost train gamers, and then eventually when they grow up, they go onto PlayStation. And he made a joke about it. Oh, are you... Look at that. Look at that for camera work there. That is ridiculous. Oh, that's mad. God bless rewinds. Okay, what happens if I set up the camera like that? Okay, it worked a bit better. It's still like moved. Oh, we got a gremlin. I can't even attack him. Oh god. Oh, well, boy, I think then what they mean by that is that it's the games that would the ABK deal specifically, what that would that doesn't really affect sorry, Nintendo at all, which it doesn't. I mean, like, what games did they take? Is Diablo 3 and Diablo 2 are on the Switch resurrected? There isn't a single Call of Duty game, which is obviously that's a big player. I guess Overwatch 2 is on the Switch, but again, like, how many people play Overwatch 2 on the Switch? I'd wager almost like an absolute like minuscule portion of their audience. So I guess like that's what they mean there, is that it wouldn't affect them materially. But I think for that instance they are in a different market. But I would say that Nintendo and PlayStation are in more of a similar market than Xbox are to both of them now. Just because their primary thing is games. Because again, Microsoft. Well, if they're talking about Xbox, see, Microsoft they're a software company, so, and it probably works out in their favor not to have to manufacture the hardware, or not to have to focus on the hardware, should I say? Even though I have heard like the Microsoft laptops apparently actually are pretty good, the Surface stuff. But obviously they failed on their phones. The Xbox, I guess, well, it is, well, the last 2 generations of Xbox has been a failure, so they failed on that as well. Boom! Yeah, that's a cool attack. And that opened that door. Okay, so that's where I came from. I don't think I can do anything with this door, can I? Oh no, is that one? Wait, let me see. Oh. Yeah, I really love the music of this game. It's great. Probably one-shot these with that. I actually like how different enemies... Well, actually, this might just be the weapon. This might just be the weapon of choice. Haha, I got a trophy. That's cool. There we go. Yeah, I did see that. I mean, I'd well believe it. Now, to be honest, I don't understand the Horizon franchise. I think the Horizon franchise makes no sense to me. I don't know why it sells so well. It's just a nothing franchise, but somehow it keeps selling. So, I mean, I guess I'm wrong. But like, yep, whatever Sony were doing with the live services failed, and it's, I don't know, it's so weird that. Like, the Last of Us Factions mode, like in The Last of Us, the original game, was great. It was brilliant. The multiplayer was fantastic. So, like, that game would be, you would presume, would be very good. And then you hear Naughty Dog say, oh, well, we would have had to rejig our whole studio, and we didn't want to do that. And it's like, why wouldn't they just make The Last of Us Faction, which is a game that will sell? It would 100% sell, and I would wager that it would be good, considering it is a Naughty Dog. And they have a history of making fun multiplayer modes. And then they're like, oh yeah, but then we'd have to rejig our whole studio. Just, like, take 20, 30 people from Naughty Dog, make them head a team, and go to, like, Sony Bend or one of these other places, and then they can work on the sort of, the extra content. I whacked him. Oh, I think I literally... I think I have to make actual contact with them. Okay, I see. God, this game is fun. Oh god, they're getting faster. Hit them! Hey! Oh my god. It is a bit janky. See, if you get hit, it cancels your attack. So you have to be good at dodging it. Oh no! Oh, I'm not sprinting, that's why. Oh. Like, I hit him. I didn't hit a single one. Yeah, it's almost a look at a draw whether or not you one pops up near you. Oh my god. And some of them it feels like you hit them. I actually think maybe if I just hover around this middle one, eventually something will pop up. Once again, it feels like I should be hitting these, but I'm not. Do you know what? The Xbox PC, I didn't hear any of them rumors, so I've no idea. I mean, as I said, I guess Microsoft's hardware endeavors haven't been great. I mean, they should really be putting the money into fixing PC Game Pass. Because a load of games just run like they're just inferior versions. And you know what the PC audience is like? They are so loyal to Steam. Now, fair enough. I think Steam deserves it because Steam is by far the best marketplace for games. You have all the reviews. It's just so well made. There's no messing around with a load of useless crap. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Like, I hit him. I hit him again. But it doesn't count. Oh, hey, got a kill. Wait, I wonder if I... Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe I'm just an idiot. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me just run around like a madman smacking. Yeah, I think I might have figured it out. Yep, I figured it out. This is what I get for trying to be subtle. God, I really wonder what this game would be like if they brought this game. I know every game has to be a Souls-like now, but if they brought Medieval back, but like as a comedy. Oh, there we go. I got it. As a comedy Souls-like. I actually think that'd be pretty interesting. Okay, I got some chicken drumsticks. I think they heal me. I think this is the weapon of choice. Okay, let me see. Let me read this tooltip.
Stand on the trampoline and hold down jump to gain some height.
Oh, deadly! The new Lonely Mountain game is out. If anybody has ever played Lonely Mountain Downhill, fantastic game. There's a game I played on Game Pass, type. Okay, I do. Okay, I'll say I'll just hold it down. Boop. Now, why would the game want me up here? Did I already collect something up here? Am I being stupid? I think I might be. What are you buying? Mate, you only sell pistol ammo. Guess I'll buy it. You never know when you'll need it. I think that's the only thing in here. Elephant key 1. Yeah, I think I just charged this attack up. And life will be good. Oh my god. Might be able to get a hit. I will. be her dead yet. I'll take the health, please. Oh, we got some boys here. Yeah. Oh, I think this is gonna be the best weapon in the game. Because you don't have to be as accurate because it has that extra bit of damage on the radius. Bit of AoE damage. Never forget when I learned that. The first time I ever learned what that was playing World of Warcraft. Oh, I just wish I would. I'm very disappointed. This game, so far, seems to just be a better version of Medieval 1. And Medieval 1's still a fun game. Obviously, it's fairly basic. But it's kind of sad that I think the talks are that the remake of the first one sold about 500,000 units, which probably should be enough to make that game profitable, or at least, like, not a complete failure. But maybe not enough for them to want to pursue a sequel. But I would love if they redid this. If they redid the sequel. This is just fun. I'll take some health, please. If you're not holding jump, you just kind of do that weird, like... Sell me something good. Okay, well, there's the chalice anyway. Which means there's a chance I might have missed some enemies, because so far the chalices have sort of been in a spot where, like, I kind of fight the last couple of enemies and then I get the chalice, but at least I know where it is, so it's back in that room. So let's I should really be sprinting around more. Why do I hear enemies but don't see them? Ooh. Oh. Oh yeah. There's something almost Spyro-esque about this. Which is my kind of platformer. Is more gonna spawn? Yeah, okay, this should be it for the... I need one more. There we go. Okay, so you don't need to kill every single enemy. You just need to kill a certain amount of enemies. What a fun game. Now where does this lead me? Well, that's a boss. Okay, but I don't want to kill him yet. I want to at least get the chalice. There's still more places for me to explore as well. Actually, there's still loads of places for me to explore here. So if I go in here, we have the chalice. Get the chalice. I actually don't know what the chalice does. Oh, it gives you a new weapon, I think, doesn't it? And I think so far I have an achievement to kill somebody with every weapon. I wonder, do the shields count as well? I don't think I've killed somebody with the chicken drumsticks. Oh. We're in a spinny thing. I remember I went to Taito Park over here, and there's one of these little spinny rooms, and all it is literally a shipping container. You walk, like, the outside is just a shipping container. And you walk in it, and it's a little walkway. It has one of them spinny things, and that's it. It's like the most awful thing I've ever been in. Okay, there was also a way to go over here. Oh! There we go. Oh, no. Oh, no, okay, it's just another... I thought maybe this was the way I had to go. And I had messed up. Can I get in there? No. You know what? I don't even have to kill you anymore. Oh, that's literally just a shortcut? Because I think if I turn down that right thing, it's just where those two keys were. Yes. So then what do the keys do? I assume they open that door, but it's weird for the keys to be there. Oh, I can't go back. Oh, fuck. Run, Daniel. So then the first one is all the way over back here. And you can do this like super jump. Well, it's not really a super jump. I think you just get slightly more distance on it because obviously you're sprinting. But they call it a super jump anyway. So let's go back this way. Now, what is one supposed to do here? Wait, is there a trophy for this guy? Let's check. God, there's a lot. Oh, there's a lot of levels. Defeat the Iron Slugger. Defeat Dogman. Complete Cathedral. Prevent Tragedy. Defeat Dogman. End Madness. Obtain life bottles. Chalices. Read history books. I don't have that. Don't have that. Don't have that. Rescue all hands. What is that? Finish the level as Dan Hand. Eat some roast chicken. Enchant the broadsword. Finish the level without taking damage. Finish the museum by performing 20 or less attacks. Oh. Oh no, we shouldn't have spent coins. Feck. I'm not even sure if I will platinum it, but... Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Oh god, this camera. Oh my god. Maybe does he fall over after the third go? So what am I supposed to do? Just like, am I supposed to walk through his legs? Does he fall over yet? No. Maybe. I need a pistol. Because I ain't dealing any damage to him. Let's use the handy dandy rewind feature. And we'll get the pistol out maybe. Maybe the pistol is the answer. Oh, I see. Okay. So then if I get close, he lifts up, and then I walk through, and then I get a load of free hits. Alright, that's it. Simples. So then actually I want to get as close to him as possible really early. I see why there's... Alright. Oh, we can also just throw my weapon at him? Oh, he's nearly dead. Ah, one more. Through here. See, sometimes I can make it through, other times I can't. There was two of these. Oh, yeah, the elephant keys. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So now we have to go up again, jump across that gap, and then kill that elephant. That's the plan anyway. I don't really know how the life bottles work. I don't know if I start the level with 2 life bottles, Or you start level with however many life bottles you have, and then they're basically your lives in the level. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I can feel that this game, I don't know if it's the camera making me feel like that, but it feels like when I'm in the air, it's really using the like 4 directions of the D-pad instead of the analog stick. Ah, thank you, guitar player. Welcome. How are you? And of course there's an elephant emoji. Okay, we should be able to get loads of hits off on him here. Or maybe not. Okay, oh, I was probably too close to him. That's good. Okay, we're doing good work here. And I'm actually learning to get through without a... Can we do it without getting hit? Can we do the no-hit boss run? Ooh! I think we can. Oh yeah, way better. That's what you call skilled gamers there. Skilled... Oh, and then I walk into the... I walk into the boss and die. Guitar player, have you ever played Medieval before? This is a franchise I'm actually not really sure if I know many people that have played it. It was obviously one of the more obscure PS1 games, and I only ever played it on the PSP. And I'm not even sure if I ever heard of it before that. But I remember the day. I got this game. My local GameStop. And my mum went... I brought my PSP over with me because my mum went into the shops, and I sat outside on the bench playing it. Right beside where all the ice cream... They used to sell ice cream. Another feckin' elephant. Oh, you've never seen it. It's cool. It is really fun. Has like a very comedic tone to it. Okay, so it's telling me to do something with them. Am I supposed to... Ah, I see. Or je vois, as the French would say. I have to basically wait here. Let him walk in. Oh, I went too early. Oh, no, I didn't. Now you just loop back around. Maybe I did go too early and he turned around. I don't know. Oh, camera's messing up. Oh, okay, yeah, so I did go too early. Keep running, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Haven't thought about that meme in about 9 years. Okay, just kind of clipped through him there, but whatever. Oh, yeah. Now, I presume... Oh, no. Oh, I thought maybe I would have actually had to deal damage to him again. And then we just run. Well, this way. I actually don't know where that door is. Oh, no, I actually think I do know. Let's see. See if my navigational skills are top notch. Should be true here. Yes, I'm right. Trophy earned. Complete the freak show. We got a new weapon. What do we get? We get a...
Lovely, isn't she?
Crossbow.
The crossbow.
The crossbow. Let's equip the old crossbow. Quite a few weapons in this game.
Dan, you're back. Fantastic. Loads to tell you. I've analyzed the watch you found, and I think I know who is behind this madness.
Who?
The name of our enemy is Lord Palethorn. He tried to gain respectability by joining the Magician's Circle, but they expelled him after he began to experiment with black magic. Frightful, frightful man. As far as we can see, the whole city has fallen under his wicked spell. Every dead soul in London is walking the streets, and a host of other demons have arrived to plague us. Not all bad news, though. This young
He's kind of like Mr. Bean or something. I wonder if they were inspired by Mr. Bean.
consort of Ramesses himself. I've been doing a little reading, and let me tell you, you might feel old, but she's positively ancient. No offense.
You were the one who freed me from my eternal prison? Great warrior, I salute thee. I am forever in your debt.
Right, introduction's over. On with the show.
I don't know, he's just very, very Mr. Bean-esque. The Greenwich Observatory. Mission briefing. I like how you have to press save. Like, you have to do about 9 inputs to save the game. It's just the same with all of these old games. To the Greenwich Observatory. Oh no, not the seagulls. Oh. No, they took my head. Now what does that actually do, I wonder? Okay, we want to guarantee that we can get at least a single kill with every weapon. I like listening to this, lad. Lost your head, Dane?
Between head and body using L1 plus triangle. If you find your head, L1
Oh,
plus
okay.
triangle will put it back on.
Okay, so I have to somehow kill that seagull first, and then we can, then I can get my head back. Come here to me, zombies. Zombie sailors. God, they take a lot of hits. Okay, I don't think there's any reason for me to even face them and attack them. Just literally kite them around and just do this. Because it seems I only take damage if I actually try to fight them. Now this is a sort of medieval level that I would associate with this sort of a game. Okay, so I have no more life bottles. So Daniel.
Dane, I've looked around. There's something going on in the observatory, but the entrance is barred. Perhaps you can find another way of getting in. Go and see what's across the river.
He sounds like Cockney English while also sounding Australian. Oh no, I'm dead. Back we go. Okay, so I'm literally one hit from dying. So we need to find a healing spot. God, these guys are slow. I want them to follow me a bit quicker so I can actually hit them. Oh, nearly got hit. Yeah, that's another one dead. I nearly have half of the required enemies already. Run, Daniel. Yeah, fuck you. This hammer is just too good. Pick up some money, and now I can finally heal. See, I'm glad so far that there hasn't really been like a load of platforming sections, because the sort of movement, there's no like 180 turn slow, so it would probably be kind of annoying eventually. Okay, can I? Yes. Yeah, feck you. Wait, the seagull is an actual enemy? Ah, Miles, welcome. This is very, very real. One day I was out by the seaside and I bought an ice cream. I was walking Arlo, had the ice cream in one hand, the lead in another, and next of all I felt something swoop over my shoulder, and a feckin' seagull. I really like birds, okay? I'm not a bird watcher, but I really like them. And a seagull decided that it was a great idea to swoop over my shoulder and rob my ice cream out of my hand, and that's what he did. Well, he managed to get the majority of the ice cream off, but he didn't get the cone. So from that day forward, I've always had a vendetta against him. So any seagull I see in this game, they're getting shot. Boom! No, it's part of the PS Plus Classics collection, Miles, which I actually think is good. I mean, it's a great way of playing these old games. They give them platinum trophies. You know, I can't really complain about it. Now, the only thing is, oh wait, I need to go up here. See, I thought, oh no, I think I can put my head on a hand or something, can't I? I understand. I see what's going on now. I got my head back. Crap, I just took fall damage. Oh wait, there's a strafe. Oh my god, there's a strafe. Oh, that makes things way easier. It's a slow strafe though, you don't move at the same speed, but it'll be good for shooting things anyway, because it was a bit annoying having to like run away, turn around the way you used to in the first Ratchet and Clank game. Is the game gonna load? Or what? I think we might be has this like crashed? No, it hasn't. So then can I just rewind and just walk through the door again? Let's see. Oh, that was pretty weird. There you go. Another great reason to use a rewind feature. Seaside. But the atmosphere here is pretty creepy. Yeah, like I don't think when I played Size Matters and Secret Agent Clank, and no, I played Secret Agent Clank on my PS2, didn't I? Yeah, I did. When I played Size Matters and a few other games on it, Daxter actually, I don't think I would have beaten them without the rewind feature, if I'm being honest. As I said, every seagull is getting turned into a pincushion. Yeah, feck you, seagull. I hear a healing spot. Don't think I mean to jump. Oh no, I did. Cool. Can I get over here? What's here? There's nothing there. But the rewind feature is great. And I hate when people like are like, oh, you rewinding is cheating and all that. It's like, just let people play. If it doesn't affect you, just let people play games the way. Is that what? What? We're into like some Lovecraftian. Well, this would be very Lovecraftian, I guess. But like, it's not like you're not doing any harm to anybody. In a lot of the time, like a lot of the cases, you literally are just making life easier on yourself. because the checkpoints for a lot of these games are bullshit. And if they were remade, the checkpoint systems would not stay the same. No, 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 no. Come here. Come here. There we go. I need to get him once more, once more. Oh, no, I didn't get him. God, these enemies are getting tough. Okay, we just have to kite them like this. Oh no, I'm getting mangled by a seagull. They heard me talk about them. See, I need to get rid of these. These things are powerful. Come here to me. There we go. Cool. I've used a lot of my ammo. Where's my arm? Give me my arm. Let's kill a seagull with my arm. The way I'd like to do it in real life. Yeah, look at him. He's just running away. He's bottling it. Oh, yeah. Please save me. Why can't I land a hit on him? Please let me kill the seagull with my bare hands. Okay. Now surely Daniel hit him, for God's sake. Do you know what? If you can't hit a seagull with your arm, whip out your pistol and shoot him. That's good life advice there. Yeah, feck you. Is he dead? No. He's still alive. We'll get him eventually. Yeah. Another seagull. Dead. Oh! Press action. Which is the action button? I actually don't know. It's square. Feck you. Damn enemies. Oh my god. What are these? They're so annoying. And they're so difficult to hit. You basically have to use this. Ah, now, come on. Come on. He literally disappeared. I'm pressing the action button. I'm pressing the action button. Oh no, my head's gone. Yeah, there we go. Where's my head? Oh, so the seagulls robbed the seagull. Beckers. I'm dead. Okay, let's see where it leads you. Let's see where it leaves me. See, because this is the thing. With these... Let's see. Does it mean... Okay, so I literally have to go back to my last save point? That is not happening. Feck that. Do you know what? We're going back to here. We're playing this nice and safe. And we're just shooting them from a distance. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just have to play slowly. I'm gonna have to probably stock up on some ammo. Wish there was a way. It doesn't seem to be a way to find ammo in the level, which I don't think I like. Okay, another life bottle. We'll take that. Now, can he get me from up here? So I wonder if I can cheese this. I can just, yep, just shoot him. Okay, he's nearly dead. He should be like one hit away. If he just moves away from the wall a bit. I did it. No. Oh, no, I was dumb. Yeah, feck you. There we go. I almost have, I think, what, 1 or 2 more enemies, and I have the chalice, so I think I'll just stay around here. Yeah, so I literally need to kill 1 more enemy. Then I can get the chalice and move on to the next. Well, well, to the next section of this level. I also need to go back and get my head. Hey, okay, now we can get the chalice, which I actually don't know how we get over to it. Look out for these squids. Just shoot them. So has anyone in the chat played many of these PlayStation classics? Cause there's one, so I haven't. No, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Just run away. So I haven't touched the Sly games because I played them on PS3 when I was making my videos for them. And then I haven't touched Jak and Daxter yet, which I will at some point because I platinumed that on the PS3. Apparently the PS4 version isn't great. I actually played the PS4 version on the Vita. Or well, I played the Vita version of that, and well, actually no, that would have been the PS3 version. That didn't run well on the Vita, which was really annoying because I'd love to platinum that on the Vita. And then apparently the PS4 version's awful, but I haven't played it, so we'll actually have a good way of playing that game. How do we get back up? Again. Well, I've heard the PS4 version is playable, but it's not great. That's one of my favorite 3D platformers of all time. Okay, now what do we have in here? One, 2, 3, 4. Then we want this in 3. I hope this is how you do this. That's in 2. And you're not in 1. Did that do it? I'm not sure. Let's see.
Them birds pesky, aren't they? See if you can use your head to solve this puzzle. It should work like any other item in your inventory.
It should work like any other item in your inventory. Do I have anything in my inventory? No. Anyway, I want to see what happens if I equip the chicken drumstick. I thought I could eat these. Wait, can I? What was it? When I stood into that. No, don't know what's actually happening there. Unless I have it the opposite way. So that's 4, so then that's 3. Maybe that could be the way. And then that's 1. And then that's 2. No? Anybody have any ideas? Is there any indication on them? 1, 2. Tree. So they are. I've no idea. No idea whatsoever. Let me just redo it the opposite way, maybe. As in, we'll do. I know I've already done this, but maybe I didn't do it right. So then that's 2. Well, that's 3 regardless, isn't it? 1, 2. Oh, no. So Oh, I need to have them. Do I need to have them all in a full position? Oh, okay, I think. Yeah. Is that right? No, it's not. Okay, well that isn't it. So then maybe 1, 2, and then you're in 1, and then you should be full, and then you should be 1 off full. No, absolutely zero idea. Them birds are pesky.
Pesky, aren't they? See if you can use your head to solve this puzzle. It should work like any other item in your inventory.
It should work like any other item in your inventory. But like what? Maybe I need my head for this. I don't know. Let's see. Now, how do I get to the chalice? Can I do a run jump? I'm actually not sure if I can make that or not. I think I need to open that. Unless there's a way that I can just sort of like cheese this jump like this. I actually, let's see, I might be able to do that if I time it right. Oh. Oh, well, I missed this anyway. It's actually good that I fell down there. Because I presume, unless I'm missing something here, am I? No. Can I make that jump? No. I need to open that bridge somehow. I don't know how you do that. What is that? Oh. Oh, it was just... thought that was glowing blue. I thought that was an item or something that I could pick up, but... no. It's not. I'll have to go up and get my head. Maybe that's the thing I'm missing. Maybe I actually need my head to do the thinking for the puzzle. Maybe that, or I'm just completely overthinking this, but... thank you very much. That is kind of a cool mechanic, but if that's in every level where the seagulls will come and rob your head and you have to go, you have to backtrack and find it, I can see that becoming kind of annoying. What am I supposed to do with this? Do I just hit it? No. I've absolutely no idea. Let me see. Well, I think I might look this up. Medieval to walk through. Okay, so Freak Show, we've done that. The Professor's Lab, cool. Greenwich Observatory. I can seal your head, go down there. You can whack dead bodies. Cool. Don't go in the building, go behind a life bottle, chalice of soul. Now go into the building. Here's another puzzle. You'll see 4 levers in the room and a hole. Put your head into the... what? What is this shit? Put my head into the hole. Switch to the head. And use L2 and R2 to see... oh my god. Now, in fairness, that is cool. But I have no idea how I would have figured that out. No idea. Okay, so 1 is middle, 2 and 3 are full, and 4 is 1. So 1 is 2, 4 is 1. Okay. And then the other two are in the middle. Oh no, I think they're like that, are they? Okay, so one is in the middle, two are they're both full. Yes, we did it. Which of the three companies you think is set up to best succeed for the future? Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation? Let me think. Let me think. It's very difficult to make a prediction about Sony. See, the thing is, I don't think any of these companies are actually going to go anywhere. Obviously, I think, as I said yesterday, Xbox would have been bankrupt if they didn't have the Microsoft money, and I think as long as Microsoft continue to own them and, you know, bail them out, I think they'll be fine. And let's be real, more than likely they will be a publisher of games, which will make it way less risky for them because they're not big in all this hardware and need hundreds of millions upon billions to keep themselves afloat. See, the thing is, the only worrying thing I think with Xbox and their potential future is that if they can't recoup the money that the Activision Blizzard deal cost, then I think it's going to be very difficult for the sort of business heads at Microsoft to keep them up and want to keep them up. So I think that's the only worry there. I mean, Nintendo have been around since, like, I know they've been around for years, but like they've been around since the 80s. They've managed to come through ridiculously difficult times, and they've come out really strong, and I don't see that ever changing. In the near future, obviously, like the next 10, 20 years, it's very difficult to say anything past that. And then PlayStation, I think we'll have to see what it's like in the next couple of years, but as I said, I just think they've so much momentum going that they'd be untouchable for quite some time, I think. It all just depends on, I guess, how big of a knock all this live service stuff is. Like, how many hundreds of millions, if not, well, billions at this point, have they wasted on all of these games that haven't seen the light of day on Concord's developer, Fire Sprite, Firewalk. I always mix them up, but like they spent hundreds of millions on them, hundreds of millions on Concord. Like, that's difficult to stomach. Okay, let's lock in here and kill these fuckers. Actually, do I really need to kill these, or can I think, do you know what? We're just going for it. I don't think Xbox, like, again, Xbox is the best position out of all three for future perspective because they have Microsoft behind them. That's it. Xbox itself is not a sustainable brand. It's not a self-sufficient brand. And like, you can see it now. Like, they've obviously moved to multi-platform because they have been forced to move to multi-platform. Because the heads of Microsoft were like, look, we gave you all this money, you need to get this money back for us. So again, I'm not, I wouldn't be too positive on, well, Xbox isn't sustainable because the money that they're putting into Game Pass, into the ABK thing, into all of this is not being generated by Xbox itself. It's being generated by Microsoft elsewhere. And it's like, it's like the start, like, as I know I keep going back to that Shuei Yoshida thing, but he said at the start of the PS3 generation, when the PS3 was flopping, Sony's hardware business, like their TVs and all that, kept the PlayStation afloat. And without it, like, you don't know what could have happened. Now, you would assume they'd be able to borrow the money, well, maybe not in that time, but you know what I mean, because of their name, and obviously they have a bit of, they have brand recognition, they have cash, they have all this sort of stuff, so they might be able to do that. But like, Xbox doesn't make enough money to spend $69 billion on ABK. If PlayStation don't have that money, then Xbox don't have that money. Like, PlayStation couldn't spend 70 billion. And they earn more money. They earn significantly more money than Xbox does as a brand. So if they can't do it, then there's not a hope Xbox can. So again, it's just because Microsoft is like, well, are they the richest company in the world? I know they were at one point in the past couple of years. They mightn't be now, but they're one of the richest companies in the world. I hate these enemies. These enemies are so annoying. I don't know who decided to make these enemies. And there's gonna be more of them. Do I have to... I have to go back and... I have to find my head. Like, I'm pressing action repeatedly. I'm pressing action repeatedly. ABK, but ABK isn't a wise investment. $70 billion for Activision Blizzard is... They're not going to be able to recoup that money. Like, it's like, how many games do they have to sell without having to spend any more money to recoup $69 billion? It's not a wise investment. It's like, it's one of the biggest mergers in, or is it considered a merger? It's our acquisition. It's one of the biggest acquisitions in the history of the world. Like, I think if Microsoft didn't buy Activision Blizzard, they wouldn't be going multi-plat now. I think that forced their hands. It seems to be fairly clear that is what caused it. Because the heads of Microsoft said, look, we gave you all this cash. We need money back. And that's another reason why I personally don't like Xbox's strategy, is that I just think all these mergers consolidation is generally bad. I don't like, if you're consolidating, you're forcing, like, there's less competition, and then also what you're doing is you're forcing your competition to then have to compete with you on that level. Or, like, if Microsoft don't buy Activision, I don't think Sony buy Bungie. I don't think that's a thing. Like, I think Bungie was a bit of a reaction in some way to that, because PlayStation have a history of only buying studios that they have previously worked with in, like, a second party capacity. Like, they worked with Insomniac for years before they bought Insomniac. They worked with Housemarque for years before they bought Housemarque. All that sort of stuff. And then they just all of a sudden go out and buy Bungie, and that wasn't a good investment from their standpoint. So but I like Bungie is, I don't think Bungie's going to turn out to be a good investment for PlayStation. Yeah, but like, another thing with the whole, with Activision is, you are buying the expertise of like the most successful publisher in gaming history, but what they do is they, like, a lot of the C-suite left, so you're losing out. Obviously there is knowledge in all the other rungs of the ladder, but a lot of the top people left, so you're losing a lot of that knowledge. So it's like, yeah, okay, it's an investment into how to, the knowledge on how to be a proper publisher, but why wouldn't Microsoft just, like, you don't need to buy a $70 billion company to learn how to be a proper publisher. Like, just hire the right people. Like, hire people that know what they're doing. and that'll make wise moves and will greenlight proper games and all that sort of stuff. Like if you look at something like Sony or what Nintendo do, it's like Sony had like they had Shuei Yoshida from whatever it was 2008 to 2018 or whatever it was. Now he was working for them years before that, but as the head of Sony Worldwide Studios, and in his reign, like they greenlit all these amazing games, and they didn't have to go and spend $70 billion to get them games. They learned how to make good games, and they learned how to build proper relationships with good developers instead of just going out and buying them. Because again, I don't like that as a business practice. But like why not learn? And like it's just hire the right people. It's as simple as that. Like poach people from Activision. Don't buy. It's like, oh, we need proper people. In any other company, almost any other company in the world, they would say, okay, let's just hire the right people and we'll build something. But instead, they just go out and buy it. And then they force everyone else's hand into consolidating. And that's not good. Like all that, like you're just removing competition from the industry if you do that sort of stuff. And that's the last thing that you want to do.
If we could get the fire going, we might be able to use the balloon.
I would love to see Blizzard make a... Yeah, but like, but you're not out of the business though. Like, Microsoft, when Microsoft started, when Xbox started, they had the right people in the right positions that made amazing games. Like, they had people making Gears of War, making Halo. Like, they had all this sort of stuff. And that was like building relationships with teams and building teams. You can do it. It's doable. But instead, they're just like, no, let's just buy all this. Let's just pay all of this money, you know? Like, and it'd be one thing if Microsoft, it'd be one thing if Xbox made that money themselves and then they reinvested it. They didn't. They didn't make any of that money themselves. The Xbox One was an absolutely ridiculous failure. The series generation has been an absolute failure. They have pumped so much money into Game Pass, into buying all these studios that they haven't seen get, like, the money is nowhere near coming back, and it doesn't look like it will come back anytime soon. So that's what I mean. It's like the money is coming from elsewhere. Yeah, so they lost, and then, oh, I see what I'm supposed to do here. They lost. I just don't understand. Like, if we're talking about a sustainable industry, Microsoft have made the industry significantly less sustainable by what they have done. Okay, so I found the bellows. Well, wait, let me... But so they're here's just very quickly, like, gaming revenue was up 43% year over year. Okay, that's not really hard to beat considering the year they had before. And it's like gaming revenue is up by 43% year over year, with this growth coming from the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King. That's the only thing that they added. So they spent $70 billion to get a 43% growth in their income. And now, the thing is, like, obviously they spent a feck load of money. And now they're going to have to foot the bill for all the Activision Blizzard games. So that's like, yes, they obviously paid $70 billion, but that's like a lump sum. That's how much it's gone. It's not actually taken away from their like operating costs. But now they're going to have to foot the bill for all of them games that they're going to have to develop. Like Call of Duty costs hundreds and hundreds of millions a year to make. And like Xbox Content Services revenue is up 61% year over year, with most of the growth coming from the acquisition. While Xbox hardware revenue was down 29%. So how do you like that's why they're going multi-plat. Like I guess in some way that is a failure on their part to make their hardware not not attractive to people to buy. Like, Ty, do you think Xbox wanted to go multi-plat? Because I almost guarantee that they didn't. No, but how much did Star Wars cost? Like, that acquisition was like Star Wars rights price. It was like they paid $4 billion. Like 4 billion and 70 billion or 69 billion or whatever it is. Like, that is a massive difference. Like, how many copies of games do you have to pay? Yeah, so but how many copies of games do you have to sell to make that money back, or to make it so that your platform grows a significant amount for it to be worth it? Because their platform isn't growing. Xbox or Call of Duty is not an Xbox game. Nobody associates it with Xbox right now. Maybe in 5 years they will, but it's not an Xbox game. So yeah, I don't know. It's put them in like such a weird situation for them to have to deal with. And then that's assuming if you have a 0%, like zero money operating costs. Like, it's all well and good saying like what's like how many copies of a game, let's see. So let's go. There's a 69 billion. That's 69,690,000. Divide that by, you get $60 a game. Like, it's 1.1 billion units of a $60 game that you have to sell. So let's assume they can sell that over. Like that's like, that is ridiculous if you put that into context. So it's like they need to sell 1.1 billion, and then that's assuming that none of these games cost money to make on top of that. Okay, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here, to be honest.
If we could get the fire going, we might be able to use the balloon.
No, I know obviously ABK make a lot more money. But it's still like I think even going multi-plat, they're gonna struggle to see a proper return on that investment. Oh, my head. Should you put the fire Oh wait, oh Roger, welcome. Do you think Xbox is going to Sega route and focusing on software that you can play on anything very? Oh yeah, well that's what they're doing. They want to, like the magical number that everyone throws out. I don't know if this is actually internal Microsoft numbers. Is like they need 100 million people, but they're never going to get 100 million people. Well, I don't think anyway. You're a genius, SD. Welcome. You're a genius. Nah, SD, I understood what you were saying.
Manda, is it ready? Yes, Master. At the press of a button, the great scope will find all the pages of the spell book. Good. Start the machine. Start the machine. Yes.
Well, what? Well, see, Ty, what I would like to see Xbox be is a brand that is sustainable. Like, sustainable by itself. Not by getting money. And maybe this ABK deal does work out to make them sustainable eventually, where they don't need Microsoft's money to keep them afloat. And maybe that does work. Maybe in 10 years, they're earning enough money to develop these games, to put games on Game Pass, to develop maybe some form of hardware, but not like that be their main thing. And that's cool. That would be, I guess, kind of nice, but I'm still just against how they went about it. And then with subscription services, as I said yesterday, I think it turns games into more, it commoditizes games more than they already are. And then you end up with a situation where, now I like live service games. I'm not one of them people who hate live service games, but then you end up with a situation where there's a lot more live service games because they're building engagement games. They're not building games that are there to be played once. Wait, as in Phil Spencer said Game Pass is making up 15%, or it would, that's what they needed to make up? Plus, I don't know if like Phil Spencer, I actually like as a personality, Phil Spencer's cool. I think he's an interesting person. I like how he carries himself on camera, and I like that he's a gamer and all that sort of stuff. But I don't think I'd believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. And same with all business people in massive corporations. I don't think I'd believe them because they're just constantly lying. Yes, no, but Ty, if Microsoft, Xbox were failing to make games that people wanted to play. Hellblade 2 comes out and it's worse than the first one, and it took how many years to make? Like an absolute flop. Well, maybe not a flop. Well, see again, we don't have any numbers, but I just don't think that game isn't a good game for me personally. Anyway, the first one was better. And then you get Halo Infinite, which was an absolute disaster. It was a good game. I really liked Halo Infinite. Disastrous launch. You get Starfield, which I don't think is a very good game. It's a fine game. I don't think it's great. What other games? What other exclusives? Let me just look up. Xbox Series X exclusives. Like, what I'm trying to say with all this is that Xbox do not make enough great games for people to want to stay on their platform. So they go off and they get money from elsewhere. It got signed off by Microsoft. It's not their money. They did not make enough money. If PlayStation don't have enough money to buy Activision Blizzard, considering how much money they make and how much money they've made over the past 10, 15 years, if PlayStation can't do it, then Xbox can't do it. The only reason Xbox could do it is because of Microsoft's money. And I think that is just wholly unsustainable. And maybe, as I said, in 10, 15 years, it all works out. They're earning money. But it's like they're forcing their way into relevance. They're forcing their way to be relevant in an industry where if they didn't have that money, they probably would have faltered. Like it wouldn't have made any difference. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like there is, and I know you said yesterday it's not true that Xbox gamers don't buy games, but it is fairly conspicuous that there's a decent amount of games that don't come to Xbox unless they're on Game Pass. There's a lot of indie games and smaller games that like Orcs Must Die 4, that's launching on Steam and it's launching on Game Pass and on Xbox. It's not coming to PlayStation. So obviously that's some exclusivity deal there that they worked out. They're getting Game Pass money and then they don't have to worry about all this sort of stuff. So, but there's also a load of indie games that don't come to Xbox. And what is the reason for that? It's not worth their time to, unless they're getting Game Pass money, it's not worth their time to put the money and resources into making the game or porting it to Xbox, because they know they just won't get a significant enough return. It might break even, maybe, they don't know. But again, then this is the thing, this is the problem. You're getting into, this all just started when Microsoft just started consolidating. This is it. Like, they bought Minecraft, they bought Bethesda, they bought Activision Blizzard King, they bought all of these studios, and almost every single studio that they have bought has been made worse, in my eyes, since they've been bought. I think Starfield is nowhere near Bethesda's best game. Redfall was made by a developer that makes some of the best games ever created, and that game was an absolute disaster. The Halo team, 343, have not made a game that people are happy about basically since they joined, or since they were founded. The Coalition have they, when was the last time they released a game? Perfect Dark, where is that? Hellblade 2 is way worse than Hellblade 1. They spent way too much time on that game. So they're making things worse. And then all of the good games that are coming out, like, well, there's not that many good games that they're making. So it's like, how can a company that isn't making good games keep themselves as a player in an industry? Like, how can they sustain themselves if they're not making good games? Because ultimately that is the bread and butter of what you need. You need good games, or at the very least decent games, which a lot of the games aren't. I haven't actually seen Nakey Jakey's video on it, but I do like Nakey Jakey's videos, are good. Yeah, but probably everybody, like, but that's like the industry is just bigger now. Like that surely that just explains that away. Like the Wii, I'd have to look into Nintendo's numbers. I don't know them offhand, but like the Wii was an absolutely crazy success. And they also had the DS running with the Wii, which was a crazy success as well. But surely Nintendo are making way more revenue now with the Switch. Okay, but see, this is the problem with the Xbox stuff, okay? Psychonauts 2 was a game that was being developed before Xbox touched it. Forza Horizon, they've always been good, okay? Flight Simulator was good. They had an absolute disaster of whatever that recent launch was. Halo Infinite rated highly, but the game came out incomplete. They didn't have Forge mode. The story was all over the place. People really, like, they found it fun to play, but they felt like it needed a DLC. The story was not finished. And then it's content rollout has been an absolute disaster. Hellblade 2 rated well, but like, well, did it? What's Hellblade 2's? Like, okay, rated well on Metacritic 81 and a 7.4 user score. Like, that's rated well, yes, but it's a game that's been in development for, well, how long has that been in development? I said it. I think Hellblade should have been a launch title. If Hellblade was a launch title for the Series S and it was a tech demo game, everybody would have been like totally fine with it. Okay, okay. I take your point on that. I do. But like specifically, okay, let's remove all the other games. People saying COD, okay, we'll remove every single other game. People saying COD sold well and perform really well. It's firstly, Call of Duty will always sell and perform really well, and Microsoft had no hand in that. We can unequivocally say that they had no hand in making that game better or making that game. And but that's what I mean. Like, Hellblade should have been a launch title. It came out in 2023. It came out 3 years after it. Halo Infinite was on the box. Like, this is what I mean. It's like, we'll take all the other games out that we're obviously just sort of picking and choosing whether or not Microsoft could have made the games better or they could have made them worse. But if we just pick the games that they definitely had a hand in, like 100% their games, Halo Infinite wasn't good. It wasn't a good launch. It was a good game with incomplete features and incomplete story and had an awful rollout. Hellblade 2 was a Microsoft game. Maybe it might have been in development before they bought Ninja Theory, but like, they were with them for so long that it was a Microsoft game. So I don't know. It's, as I said, and this is the ultimate point of it. The ultimate point is that I don't like how Microsoft consolidate things. I hate this consolidation thing. We want as many companies in the industry doing their own thing so that you end up with more competition, pushing them to make better things. But instead, Microsoft have changed the whole landscape, just like Man City did in the league, and obviously that's where a bit of the sort of passion for this comes from. They changed the whole landscape, raised the floor artificially, not by making better games the way Nintendo or Sony do. They raised the floor artificially by pumping money from other sources into the industry, and now Xbox and Nintendo and PlayStation have to compete on this level, and then PlayStation buy Bungie, which was a stupid acquisition. They bought Firewalk or Firesprite, whichever one is the Concord developer. That was a stupid acquisition. Sony don't do that. Sony never did that before. So, yeah. Yeah, I could sit here and talk about this till I'm blue in the face. Or red in the face. Blue? Well, I mean, I could be blue. I need to get the name. What is the name? What is the name of the Concord developers? Because I always mix them up. Firewalk. And then Firesprite are... Oh, they're the Horizon Call of the Mountain team. Okay, I understand. If Microsoft didn't consolidate, you would have less quality games. How does that make sense? Because if Microsoft can... If Bethesda still do what Bethesda do, they would have made their Bethesda games regardless. If we're saying Starfield wasn't an Xbox game, then them buying Bethesda doesn't change anything. If we're saying that Microsoft didn't have a hand in Redfield or Redfall, that game still stays shit, okay? But like, Indiana Jones, probably still a great game. Whatever, Elder Scrolls 6, I hope will probably be a great game again. Call of Duty without Microsoft would still continue. Psychonauts 2 more than likely would have come out and would have been very good. Double Fine do have a good history. You know, I don't understand how Microsoft consolidating gives us better games. Oh wait, SD, there is exactly one game on Xbox I maybe consider getting an Xbox, but then thankfully it came to Steam, and that is Sunset Overdrive. SD, I am in the exact same boat as you. In the exact same boat. Again, consolidation, there we go, Insomniac. If Sony bought Insomniac earlier, we probably wouldn't have got Sunset Overdrive. And guess what? We got a great game because of it. Okay, I just need to go pee 2 seconds. Continue chatting, I will respond. Yes. Yes, Bison. You are.
Fortescue, well done.
I'm gonna play more Medieval 2 now, though. Welcome, Bison.
Winston tells me about his fiendish scheme, and it's our first piece of good news. If he hasn't got all the pages of the spellbook, then he hasn't got full control of the undead. If we can get to them before he does, then we just might stand a chance of defeating him. Sorry, no time for chat. If you're ready, let's get this show on the road.
But, well, does bigger, like, in the Double Fine case, does bigger mean better? I don't think so. Like, I think if Psychonauts 2 has a level or 2 less, I don't think it makes it a worse game. If anything, it could make it a better game. And, like...
Oh, Manda, it's a good thing our experiment in Greenwich turned up a page of the spell book before that weird little skeleton monster chose to interrupt everything.
Yes, Master.
I trust his demise was suitably unpleasant.
Master, he proved to be quite a resilient foe. He managed to evade us.
What? Good grief, man! What do I pay you
I love
for?
these animations.
The two of you are worse than useless.
No, but do you not, like...
If the spell's been a success, then I can dispense with your services.
But, well, Redfall, regardless, was going to be a disaster. Like, it's... Well, what I would imagine... The core of Redfall isn't good. It's just not a good game. But, like, do you not feel that... Like, if a company lives or dies by itself, like, that's just how it goes, you know? Like, if Microsoft don't buy Bethesda, we still get Starfield, and we still get the Elder Scrolls 6.
The whole area is overrun with mutated plant life. It's bound to be one of Paleform's evil schemes. Whatever he's up to, you've got to stop him.
Okay, now let's see if this axe is any good. Oh, I can throw it, cool. No, but, like... But, see... See, this is the thing, though. Is, why did they have to buy them? Fair enough investment. The same way Sony gave Insomniac money to make the All Ratchet games, and then eventually they bought them. But, like, why... Why did they have to buy them? They don't need to consolidate. They can just have a second-party relationship with them. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Microsoft, like, pro-consumer, yes, on an individual level, yeah. Like, that's how they're marketing it, is in, oh, yeah, this is pro-consumer. Like, look at this. This is only $17.99 a month or whatever it is now. But, like, the second they're gonna the second they get enough people, they're going to put that up to $20, and then a couple of months after that, they'll put it up, or a year after that, they'll put it up to 25. Like, eventually Game Pass will be 50 quid a month. Or, well, maybe not 50. Obviously, we don't know what their figure will be, but eventually it will be ridiculously expensive. And, like, I think the fact that they're sort of saying it's pro-consumer, and yes, it is right now, but will it be pro-consumer in a couple of years? Or 10 years if it keeps going that way? No, but like this, but it, see, Ty, this is again the same thing. Like Microsoft are only going multiplat because they have to. Like, they're saying, like, people are being fooled, like, oh yeah, Microsoft are good for the industry because their games aren't timed or aren't exclusive and all that. It's like, yeah, they're not exclusive because they failed. They failed at making their console good, like, interesting enough for people to want to buy it. So then they make it multiplat, which all of the games aren't multiplat. Like, let's be real. Doesn't seem GSC Game World said they've no plans on bringing Stalker 2 to PlayStation. Indiana Jones had to go to PlayStation because it was a license that they needed to make money on. Blade is 100% going to be on PlayStation, and that's probably a Disney mandate considering they want to make X amount of revenue on it. So people are saying, oh yeah, they're pro-consumer, but they're not pro-consumer. They're just fooling people. They're doing it because their hand was forced, and that's it. But then, like, what happens? So then what happens if in 20 years Microsoft keep consolidating, the price gets too expensive, people leave, and then all of a sudden you have all these developers that were purchased and now they're getting closed. And like, look at what Microsoft consolidating has done for other companies like Embracer Group and Sony, buying these studios that they otherwise probably wouldn't have bought, and now all these studios are getting shut down because of there was just a movement towards consolidating. And now it's like, oh yeah, Obsidian get to stay open, but Obsidian get to stay open because they're, well, like Obsidian, I know Obsidian struggled. I did read Jason Schreier's book, so I know they were struggling for a lot of their, like, existence. But a studio struggles because they're not making games that are good enough or marketable enough for people to want to put a load of money into, and that's as simple as that. So now they're being bought and being bailed out by, again, Microsoft, not Xbox, are being bailed out by Microsoft, and then they're and then, like, it again, it's all just unsustainable. And then eventually, if Obsidian stop making the money and Xbox and Microsoft go to Xbox, look, like, we need to see a return. Guess who gets shut down? Obsidian do. And we're in the exact same boat. Like, I hate this on Microsoft are this great force for good. They're not. Bison, I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not.
The antidote before it's too late. I don't know exactly how many we can afford to lose. You've got to stop the humans from turning into pumpkins. If they get infected, use the antidote before it's too late. I don't know exactly how many we can afford to lose.
Okay, so wait, what's it telling me to do? I'm not really paying attention here.
You've got to stop the humans from turning into pumpkins. If they get infected, use the antidote before it's too late.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how many.
How does one use an antidote, though? Do I have to throw this? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But they should just become more sustainable by making games that people want to buy. And that's what I mean. That's why, yeah, okay, consolidation is good because Obsidian get to make 1 or 2 more games. Yeah, maybe that is true. But ultimately, if you don't make, and this is the thing with games and stuff, like they are obviously a commercial product, it's like you need to be able to survive by yourself. And that's how it should be done. Like, I don't, like, it would be great if Microsoft were this philanthropic, that's even the right, like, the right word. Like, it'd be great if they were this, like, philanthropic thing. I'm not sure, but that we're doing this all for good. But the second one of these studios fails, they will be gone, and maybe lured into a false sense of security because they have Microsoft's money on top of them. The same way probably Firewalk were with Concord. But consolidate, like, it, but it creates, or it saves jobs, but it sacrifices what the industry is. It is completely disrupted what the gaming industry is. Like, it is absolutely, and I would say irreparably fucked up the gaming industry. And it's all for, okay, Obsidian can survive to maybe make 1 or 2 more games. Or, I don't know, Ninja Theory can spend... But the consolidation... See, this is the thing, again, it's like, when you consolidate, loads of jobs are lost. And I understand it's lost because, you know, when Microsoft buy Activision, or when Xbox buy Activision, they don't need 2 head of marketing, you know, they need one sort of... one person that does that job. But like how many people were laid off with the Activision Blizzard acquisition, where they would have kept their jobs probably if Activision Blizzard were still going, because you don't need 2 like marketing departments and 2 PR departments or whatever, you know, that you will lose staff. And then don't Microsoft, like, you know, 343 Studios, a Microsoft-owned company, have been basically using contract workers for almost all of their games. So it's like, I don't think Microsoft care. And again, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't know how you're really supposed to save them. Oh, I just killed them anyway. No! I wonder if there's a trophy to save. I'd say there probably is a trophy to save everyone. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I have to go here. The game, but like, see, I just think it's a very, I think it's just, I don't understand how people can think consolidation is good in the long run. Again, it's all, like, I'm gonna keep harping on about sustainability, but it's all about sustainability. And it just makes them so like, they couldn't have done this themselves. And somehow people think, oh yeah, that's good for the industry. It's great to have outside money coming into it. Why can't I put that on? Like, plus the gamers, like, you know, we're going off people on Twitter, you know, there's people who wanted the Activision Blizzard deal to go through because they thought, oh, because Microsoft are going to buy them, they're going to start making Crash games, they're going to start making Spyro games. That's not going to happen. There was loads of people that wanted that sort of stuff. That isn't going to happen. They're still just going to make Call of Duty. Oh, I just got squished by a giant pumpkin. And again, like, maybe, but like the Activision Blizzard, the only positive about the whole thing is that maybe the Activision Blizzard people wanted it to happen because that means Bobby Kotick doesn't run the company anymore. Maybe that's as simple as it is. And that is, I guess, a positive because he's a scumbag. Yeah, okay, Nintendo are getting Call of Duty. I don't think that makes... I really don't think that makes much difference. I mean, Cloud is cool. But... And... See, I think this is where I'm definitely different than a lot of people. Like, people are going on as like, gaming is really expensive and, you know, it's great that people are getting games cheap. And that is great, because obviously people want to spend less money. I would love to spend less money on games. But I also value what a game is worth. And a lot of people don't. And that's just the truth of it. A lot of people don't value different art forms, and that's totally fine. It's totally up to them. I don't mind. But the thing with it is that sometimes things are just too expensive for people. And it's as simple as that. Like, just because games exist doesn't mean that you should be able to play them. And I just... It's the same with anything. It's like, sometimes you're just going to get priced out of things. That's as simple as it is. And it would be nice if everybody could get everything for free and all that sort of stuff. But again, I just think it's a very... It's just a very unrealistic... And I think it's an unrealistic thing to expect an industry to be sustainable when things are getting... When everything is costing more to make and people are... Well, maybe not spending less, because I don't think they are, because of microtransactions. But people aren't willing to buy the games. There's a bit of an infamous clip from Double Fine Vlog where the entire team had a meeting with a rep from Microsoft and they came in making changes to the company that they didn't like. For example, team were allowed to work on whatever games they want in their own free time, and if they'd like, they can pitch. Double Fine have always stood by, we don't own those until we're officially working on them. And the Xbox rep said, we're going to have a talk about that and work through that, because in our eyes, anything made inside these walls we own. Well, see, I do, in fairness, like, that is where you do need a strong, like, I obviously not, maybe not that situation specifically, but, you know, as they always say, like, you give certain artists enough rope and they will hang themselves. Like, there is definitely a place for a strong arm in there to basically tell you, no, you can't do this. But Ty, like, games, we need games. Like, people complain about live service games and microtransactions and all of this sort of stuff, but games need to be more expensive. It's as simple as that. I paid €60 for a game back in, I think games were €60 back in the day on the PS2. Like, I paid €60 for a PS2 game in, like, 2005. Well, I didn't because I was 7, but somebody did. And then I was also paying €60 for a PS4 game in 2016. And games had gotten so much more expensive. Inflation. Like, people are complaining that, oh, they're nickel and diming us. They're charging us for DLC. They're giving us they're forcing us to, well, not forcing us, but there's microtransactions, there's battle passes, there's all this sort of stuff. If gamers were okay with developers raising their prices of things and paying what I believe is a fair price for it, for a lot of the games, obviously there are games that aren't worth €70. But if you buy Red Dead Redemption 2, that game is worth 80, 90 or €100. You'll get like 100 hours out of that game. That game, now, not that I like Red Dead that much, but that game is phenomenal. You buy The Witcher 3, if you spend 100 quid on The Witcher 3, it's still worth it. And if gamers were okay with them increasing the price of games, then we wouldn't have to pay for DLC and microtransactions and skins and battle passes, and they wouldn't be trying to get money from us elsewhere. They would have just got the money from the point of sale, and that would have been fine. And that's the problem. People, like, gamers just have this, oh, and you see it a lot in the pirating and PC community of like, oh, like, they're charging 70 for this game, I'm not buying it. It's like, well, then you're just robbing a game. That's all you're doing. You are literally robbing a game because it's too expensive for you. And if it's too expensive for you, it's too expensive for you. Don't buy it. And I think that's it. Well, I think ideally, in a world where they charge more for games, they also charge less. So, let's say GTA 6 is €100, but also Sony, say, make Miles Morales, and they sell it for 40. You know, something like that. And then, I think that's the best place to do it. Well, I would be interested to see the actual reason why Sony did that. In the US, I think there could also be a, I don't know, like almost, since that is their main operating market, maybe it's just cheaper for them to sell games there, so they don't need to raise the price, so then they keep it, the price, they still earn the same amount of money in the States as they would if they sold the game for, say, $60 in the States or $70 and €80 over here, then maybe they make the same amount of money. And then obviously that's a marketing win for them because they don't raise it. But wait, they did increase their prices in the States. A game is now $70 in the States instead of, and it's €80 over here. Oh. Now, why can't I latch onto this? God bless rewinds. Oh, listen to that noise. I like that. That's a cool little detail. I'm actually gonna record a little clip of that. Make it seem organic and upload it to Retribution. You know, because it is pretty cool. Yeah, that's a funny noise. I know. Yeah. Bop, bop. See, that's what I like. This game is just funny. Well, now, specifically with the consoles, that could very well be, like, there could be something to do with shipping costs or whatnot there. The new Dragon Ball Z, it's weird saying Dragon Ball Z. Why can't I grab onto this? So the new Dragon Ball game is €98. No, that's probably not worth it. What am I supposed to do here? Like, I cannot, and I also can't see where I am either. Oh, there we go. There was a little drop. Yeah, no, I think flexible prices is the way to go forward. See, for me personally, there's well, obviously, as I said, I've talked loads on this, but when it comes to it all, I think what I dislike the most and how it would affect the games the most, not Microsoft business practices, which I've told you I don't like that consolidation, is that I think all of these subscription services, and you've seen it with Netflix, they like commoditize everything. They make these Netflix shows that are literally background noise that people, like, you ask somebody, oh yeah, there's this new show on Netflix, like, did you watch it? Yeah, it's good. What's it about? It's like, oh, you know, it's kind of about this. They just watch it as background noise. And I think with subscription services, as we can see with movies and TV shows, is that you do start to commoditize things where you are making games that are just there for the sake of being there, you know? They're not actually trying to be amazing games. They're just like, yeah, this game is fine. And I think that's probably my... like, that's another big problem, I think. Because, as we touched on it earlier, Ty, I think, again, with AI also leads to the commoditization of art, because it just makes it so much easier to make for people to do, and they don't have to invest as much money. And yes, maybe there's a chance that some people who would have never made a game get to make a great game because of AI, but I think ultimately it leads to a situation where people are just making this slop that just gets churned out and produced like some of these Netflix TV shows and movies get produced, of just like completely inoffensive crap that have absolutely no meaning whatsoever. And I think that's another problem with it all. Remember Ratchet & Clank Nexus was like €20 new, and it blew my mind. It was small. Yeah, I remember when I actually, funnily enough, the first time I sort of remember seeing something like that was when Ratchet 2016 was €40. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah, no, I heard that as well. SD, they some people at Netflix said they basically want to make, they are deliberately making content, because that's what you're turning it into. Like, you're deliberately making content that is meant to be played in the background, which is like, if it's meant to be played in the background, is it even worth playing or watched, should I say? Yeah, trash TV has always existed, but I think Netflix has made it more valuable for them to make trash TV, which is what I think Game Pass does. It not incentivizes people to make bad games, because I don't think they would necessarily try to make a bad game, but it incentivizes people to make lesser games because they can get away with it. Whereas if they were a studio that had to survive by themselves, they wouldn't be able to survive off a game like that. So that's what I mean. Yes, it gives certain developers safety, as in, like, a bonus to consolidation is a team like Arcane. Arcane never sold very commercially viable games, but Arcane make amazing games, and I would be very sad if Arcane closed their doors. And obviously, yes, Microsoft giving them money so that they can survive and maybe make another Dishonored, and they don't have to worry about sales and all this sort of stuff. That's great. But it also leads to developers making games that are just that. They're just slop. And they are good enough. They are good enough to pass on Game Pass and good enough to keep their doors open, and that's it. Whereas in another situation, that developer would have lost. Their studio would have closed because their game wasn't good enough. Yeah, I know, Roger. Like, that is true, and that is the sort of the individual argument. But I'm trying to see it from more than just an individual, like more than, oh, we get games for cheaper, because I do think it's more than that. And again, if you don't care about the gaming industry, I don't care that you don't care, and that is totally fine. You enjoy your Game Pass games, that's fine. And I mean, you should, because any rational human, as somebody who has an economics degree, any rational human should want to save as much money as they possibly can. That was kind of the idea of Nakey Jakey's video. He basically said old gamers already own a large majority of games on Game Pass, and new gamers are already confused on what console they have to buy. Well, see, that's another thing with Game Pass that I personally dislike. Now, other people might like it, but I really dislike having the, like, paralysis of launching up Game Pass. And I'm somebody who owns and have played a lot of them games. So imagine you were Excuse me. Imagine you weren't new to game. Is this trying to teach me? No, but Ty, we can all agree that there are games that are background games and games that require your full attention. Like, I'm not playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like, I'm not just sitting idly by playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. I am completely engaging with that game. I don't know. Give me... like, I'm trying to think of a game off the top of my head, but there are games that are... They are background noise, essentially. No, but there are games that you could have your laptop beside you watching a YouTube video and you are playing, yes, but you're still watching a video. Like, that is the main thing you're doing, and the gaming is secondary. Is this like... Is this a challenge? Like, is this what this is? Like, just a challenge? But, like, what data says the opposite? Like, it did... What subscription service do is that they incentivize people to make engagement games, not games that you play. And I'm not saying Microsoft won't be making, you know, blockbuster, AAA, 20-hour single-player games. They will. But it's like Game Pass incentivizes you to play a game that will keep you coming back doing menial stuff like daily missions and all that sort of stuff. And yes, them games exist. I know they already do. But I think they will make more of them. And we don't need more of them games. In fact, we don't need more games, full stop. Like, everyone's like, oh yeah, we get great access to all of these great games. It's like, yeah, but do we really need access to all of these games? Like, we don't have enough time. God, these enemies are annoying. I think that might be my ultimate, my main point when I make this retribution video is that these enemies, so far, a lot of the enemies are so annoying. And also, I said this yesterday, but I don't think it's just Game Pass that is making sort of the engagement games. I think it's obviously the main catalyst for all that was the free-to-play stuff. But Game Pass only makes it worse. The way I think about it, I'll want to spend every second playing a new Insomniac game or Ghost of Yota, and it'll take me months to beat an Assassin's Creed game. See, well, that's what it's like, I would personally much rather buy 4 big, great games a year that would, say, cost me, like, let's say €320 a year or something, or spend, let's see this here. Like, what is Game Pass? Like, how much is Game Pass? Game Pass Ultimate, €15? Is that the price? No, it's 18 a month. Like 216 and get all them games? That's 25 a month in Canada, really? Wow. Well, that's... Oh, well, welcome, Rudigs. You're new, I believe. Welcome. We're having a debate about streaming services, Microsoft, PlayStation, Sony, all this sort of stuff, while we play some Medieval 2. But I would much rather buy... Like, I would personally buy my games. Well, welcome, Rudigs. If you want to subscribe, it's down there. I mostly cover RPGs. I have a Discord as well if you want to join. We all chat. Ah, well, this is... Well, so, Rudigs, my motto for this channel is normal game reviews. We're level-headed people. We're all chill. That's all we care about here. Game Pass doesn't make it worse because these games are already there. No, I think these games are already there, but I think it makes it worse. I love the music in this game. It's great.
Dan! Not a moment too soon. Palethorn is launching an all-out attack. Kier says he's made some giant monster that will crush us all. Our only hope is to make our own. And using Kier's embalming knowledge, I think we can. In fact, I already have the head, but I need limbs. Limbs, Dan? I don't care what you've got to do to get them. We must get limbs. Now's no time to be squeamish, Fortescue. Just bring me the limbs one at a time. Place them on the slab, and we'll build a monster of our own.
Wait, I need to get... Oh, crap. I need to get limbs. Quick. Oh. I'm also not the target audience for Game Pass. I don't own an Xbox. There's nothing on there I'd care to play on my PC over PS. Yeah, that's... I am also not the target audience for Game Pass. See, if Game Pass was on PlayStation, I don't think I'd buy it. I mean, I didn't have PS Plus for ages. And the only reason why I bought PS Plus Premium is because of Retribution. Because I know I will want to cover games there. Oh, limb not returned to time. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm gonna use, as I said, I don't care. I'm gonna use rewinds. I need to keep myself sane. Yes, I have heard that GeForce Now is an amazing service. I am a PlayStation Portal lover. I absolutely adore the PlayStation Portal. Now again, it's one of them pieces of kit that you will not know if it'll be worth it for you until you get it in your house. Because there's no way of actually really knowing if it'll, like, run properly and if your internet and if your walls are going to be thick or too thick that the signal doesn't travel and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm all in on cloud gaming for that sort of stuff. Not as a replacement for main gaming. I don't think it ever will be. But as a supplement to my gaming. Like when I want to chill in bed, I just pick up the Portal, chill in bed. Like as I said, I'm playing Kingdom Come, reviewing it, and I just sit in bed, turn on the Portal. I get to play it in 60 FPS, good fidelity. I don't have to worry about battery life. I don't have to worry about my Steam Deck overheating and being too loud or whatever. Yeah. God, I really need to get better at landing them hits. Well, Rudigs, here you go. If you're interested, I know I'm asking you to subscribe to a lot of channels, but it's in the pinned comment there. It's also in the description. I actually have a retro channel called Retribution, and that's why I'm playing this game. I want to beat it so I can do a video. So I do actually play a lot of retro stuff. I have I have two CRTs sitting either side of me here. So yeah, I play a lot of retro stuff. Let's see. Most likely not have PS Plus, mostly for streaming, because I've gotten a larger library for. But I don't look into what games come and go with the service. Yeah, I don't either. I only keep an eye on the retro games so that I can cover them on Retribution. It used to be a part of Google Stadia. I've heard Stadia's great. I heard the Stadia controller is really cool as well. Cloud game is dope. I used to use Stadia and it was such a quality product. GeForce Now is always special. Yeah, I've heard GeForce Now is like unbelievable. I've listened to David Jaffe talk about how he plays a lot of games. Like all of his games he plays on GeForce Now. Well, yeah, I think subscription services have a place in the industry, but it's Microsoft's sort of, plan on. Like, I think the day and date release, obviously great from a consumer standpoint, but like, how do you recoup money on whatever 250 million investment on a subscription service? Yes, obviously you still have sales, but the sales are going to be significantly less. But I don't know how you recoup that money, if I'm being honest. I really dislike. I'm not a fan of the combat in this game. Played Stadia. Mortal Phoenix Rising. What a game, SD. That's actually one game that we both love. It does have a place. Oh yeah, Sonic Frontiers. That game's great. Well, not great, should I say? It's a good game. Yes, Rudigs. I completely agree with you. I would rather curate my own catalog. That is true. Plus, I also feel like, oh shit, oh, I need to put this quick. I also feel like, where was I going with this? I am way more invested in a game if I actually spend the money on it than I would be if I get it on a subscription service. And it's not it's great because I'm not investing money, so then I could just drop it whenever I want. It's more of a, like, I just have no investment in this, and I would probably, if I had bought this game, I probably would have seen it out and maybe found a game that I loved. But instead, and it's the same when I emulate games. Like, you just start up a game, play it for 10 minutes, and you're like, But if you had put some money into it, you would have stuck around and more than likely bought a game, found a game that you actually love, you know? It's the same with emulation. That's why I have the CRTs and the native hardware, because I feel more invested. Okay, we'll let Thomas go over here. Oh, there was a health. Oh, I found a bomb. Oh, you're playing. Oh, well, I guess. See, it is. I guess Dark Souls 1 is retro now, isn't it? Which is insane. What a game. Wait, Rudigs, this is your first time playing Dark Souls. Go! Yes! Oh, wait, I still need the chest and the head here. I'm sorry. I drank 2 cups. I'm bouncing around. I drank 2 cups of coffee. I've drank whatever this is, 1 point something liters of water. So I will be pissing like a racehorse. So apologies. I must disappear. I will respond to the chat when I'm back. Okay, PS3 games are retro. Yeah, it really is. Oh, sorry, Roger. Thank you very much for watching. Loads of games end up not playing because it's free. I feel the same. Play through games when I buy games, and when they're on subscription service, I can take it or leave it. Yes. Why do you think I was committed to seeing Suicide Squad? No. Steve, there's a difference between finishing a game and putting, 350 hours into a game. I paid €120 for that deluxe edition last year, and now it's on PS Plus. I've beaten Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Armored Core, FromSoft, one of my faves. I am just going through the older games because I've never played through Dark Souls 1 or 2 or Demon Souls. Well, Dark Souls 2 is my favourite Dark Souls game. It's not the best, but it's my favourite. I love Dark Souls 1. Demon Souls is a bit, I actually, Rue, I have a whole series on Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Demon Souls. What are there? I think they're the Souls games I did. I have videos on them from last year. I have a Liza P video. I've got, so there's loads of stuff there for you if you want to watch it. Probably played Demon Souls if I bought it, but I didn't play through because it was on PS Plus. Yeah, exactly. Now, in fairness, Demon Souls, I'm not overly enthusiastic on it. SD, you've started to forget that it's actually you started to see, or what you call it. Sorry, God, my mind went blank. You forgot you started to block out all the trauma. Okay, now what am I doing here? So that's a bum. Oh, he's farting. Oh, I'm such a child. Why do I find that funny? So I need a head and a torso. But like... don't worry, that's hardly a spoiler. The game is over a year old now, and nobody cares about the story, so it's fine. Okay, once again, I need the body parts, but where are they? Aha, there we go. Just keep smacking them, Sir Daniel. By the way, I just typed talking PlayStation. Filtered live and your channel came up. Oh! That's actually good. I guess my title is good. What's that? Obtained 6 life bottles. Run, Sir Daniel! Oh, I just made it. Okay, I presume I throw my head. Oh.
We're doomed. Unless...
Yeah, it is actually insane how they managed to make Suicide Squad worse and less interesting. Because I actually like the base game. The base game is actually pretty decent. The whole... The Iron Slugger. I wonder how many levels... How many levels do we have left? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 more levels. I actually might be able to finish this on the stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Night.
Welcome to Fight.
Powerful promotions in association with the forces of darkness brings you a match to the death between, in the white corner, weighing in at 280 pounds with a record of no fights and no wins,
Dankenstein.
weighing in at 440 pounds with an unbeaten record of 40 straight wins, the unstoppable Iron Slugger.
Good old Iron Slugger.
Let's get it on!
Okay, I want a good, clean fight. And the first one to get a knockout is the winner. Any lost limbs can be collected between rounds. Shake, and let's fight.
I think, will we leave... We might leave spoilers, just in case. Now, do I block? Okay, R1 is the block. Just in case there are people that do genuinely care about it, but let's be real. Punch him, Sir Daniel. What am I supposed to do here? Okay. What happens if I just keep strafing? Okay, we'll... Okay, so that's a low block. That's a high block. This is like Kingdom Come Deliverance all over again. And then that's a low punch. That's a high punch. Low. Okay. And then high. Wait. Oh wait, is this all rounds, is it? Round 2. Oh no, I didn't come out of that very good. Oh, don't get me started on Spyro 3. I don't think I... Oh! I like how I'm like losing my limbs as I go along. Oh, now I can just headbutt him? To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing here. This is a bit annoying, but we'll get through it eventually. Okay, so he's going high, and then he's going low. Then he's going high, and he's going low. He's going high. It's just very difficult to react to what he's doing. Like, really difficult to react to what he's doing. Thank God for rewind. Okay, block, and then he's gonna go high. And I deal like absolutely no damage to him whatsoever. This is tough. And he goes, oh no, he goes low again. He goes high. And I go low. Oh! Oh no! God, this is tough. Oh, and then I have to collect the limbs. This is tough. Okay, let's we'll just keep rewinding. Okay, so he goes high, and then see, it's honestly memorizing which button does which. Like, that's a low punch, that's a high, low, high. And I think there's like jabs. This is like Mortal Kombat or like Tekken or something. And if you... Oh my god, what are you... This is impossible. Okay. See, he just perfectly blocks my attacks and knows exactly where I'm hitting. So that's a low then. And I deal so little damage. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know, but it's like, it's getting the window, because look, so... Okay, so he's going high, but... See, and then I need to swap there. And then he just, like, he just combos you and chops your arm off. Okay, bop, bop, and then low. It's honestly, it's the muscle memory of which button does which. So R2 is high block, no, low block. R1 is high block. X is low punch. Circle is high punch. Oh, this boss fight is bullshit. Oh my god, this is annoying. And like, look at the amount of time you have to be able to get both of these limbs. And look at the amount of hits these enemies take. Oh my god. Okay, I literally just have to keep doing it. Oh, did we? Okay, okay, maybe. I think I might have figured it out there. Just need to get into him close and just keep strafing. So. Maybe? Nah, I think it might have been. No, I don't think so. I thought... Now all I have is my head. Oh, I really thought I had it there. See, and like, see, so I have stun. When I get hit, I get stun. When he gets hit, he can just punch me straight through it. And he can just... Oh, fuck you. Do you know what? I actually hate you. You are... Oh, what a fucking boss fight is this? Holy shit. It's like every... I'm changing my attacks up. Okay, there's one limb. And the hitbox on that hammer. So with the haymaker, it's you have to like oh okay, alright, I see. I see why this boss fight is so difficult. So he goes up, up. Punch me. See, I blocked the haymaker, but it actually doesn't do anything. Oh, I have other moves. Yes. Teach me. Teach me. So now we have another... Oh, wait. Something happened there. I did like an uppercut there. No, I got no limbs. Just keep running. Where's the limb? Where's the other limb? Am I blind? Well, back we go. Oh no, where's the second limb? Where's the like? Oh, there it is. Ah, I won't be able to get him. High and low knuckle bruising is square and X. High and low gut busting is triangle and circle. Oh yeah, the PlayStation recording stopped. That's fine. I don't need to capture more footage of this fight. Okay, so. Okay, so bop. See, he just he can just swap quicker than I can. They were making a bit. Oh yeah, fuck you. Come here. Come here to me, you fucking little gremlin bastard. Yes. Come here. How many hits? Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Nah, we're just gonna... Okay, I think I understand. So we can get a maximum. I can get a maximum of two limbs a go. So then, wait. He can just block better than me. Just it is genuinely as simple as that. Oh no. I can't actually escape him. I do find this funny at the very least. Where's the arm? Are they just like... Ah, that's annoying. Ah, cool, Real Diggs. Thank you very much. Glad to have you here. Oh, oh, yes, yes, we cheesed it. We cheesed it. We. Fuck you. Oh, who knew? Who knew? That's all I needed to do was just cheese the fuck out of it.
You all! You think you've won? I'll have my day, and when I do, I'll.
Oh, I don't care. I'm Sir Daniel Fortescue. I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever's necessary to win a fight. I'm no honorable knight.
Well, we won that round quite literally, didn't we? But we're not out of the woods just yet. In fact, at this very moment, I'm picking up two areas of extreme psychic disturbance. One in Whitechapel, the other, it's like nothing I've ever seen. It's a pity you can't be in two places at once, Dan.
Professor, let me go.
No, it's too dangerous.
Well, if she's careful and comes back at the first sign of trouble...
Sir Fortescue,
You can probably hear. I'm just checking up
you
a.
freed me from my tomb. Do not imprison
long
me
play
in
here.
another. I wish to see the world, to help in the fight. And
Okay,
I
give or
will
take
be
about
careful.
halfway through the game.
Okay, Kier, you go to Whitechapel. Dan, you check out the other...
Thank you, guitar player. Thank you. What can I do as the head? Head returned. Oh, I didn't get the chalice. Oh, the last two levels I didn't get the chalice. Oh, that's annoying. Shall save the old game. Even though it doesn't make any difference, because I can just rewind everything, but... Wolfram Hall.
Try the second compressor, Dogman. What a strange adversary Fortescue is. He's persistent, I'll give him that. And he certainly has the beating of you two. He also defeated Iron Slugger, Master. He also defeated Iron Slugger. You don't! I've had enough of you slimy, whiny. Get it! No matter. I'll call on my allies earlier than expected.
Aye, Balethorn. Is the time right for my glorious arrival?
Oh, yes. The timing is just perfect. Come on, we're off.
We're off. Now, why don't I have two weapons equipped? I actually think I might like the axe more. Let's see.
Hi, Dan. The entrance seems to be guarded.
The entrance seems to be
I'll try and
guarded.
find another way in if I was you. Has the professor told you about using hands? Stand over one and use your head in the inventory. Try that.
Inventory. There's no hand. So I pop my head on top of it. And off we pop. Where can I walk is the real question. Can I jump? I can. Can I pick my... I don't know. That looks like a window that I should be able to, like, get into somehow. Crap. Oh no, we can get up. Cool. Anything down here? Oh yeah, there's the window. There's the window. I'm such a child, the fact that I find this farting funny. Trying to figure out what this is. The movement is a bit finicky. I like the little noise. Oh! What happened? Oh, he just fecked me out the window. Now, the real question is, can I pick that key up? I presume I can. Oh! What did I do there? Okay, I need to figure out what this game's actually telling me what to do. I wonder, can I just literally just run in and just jump and grab it? Might be overthinking it a bit. Just a bit. Better capture some footage of this sort of stuff. Oh! Yep. Oh, and this is probably going to take me out that big window, maybe? What? No. Just pick me up and throw me out, no? The other times you just pick me up, that time you just like, you know what, feck you, I'm just going to smack you around with my hammer. Okay, well, Sir Daniel. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. That's what I'm doing, see? That's why I record. So, the gameplay footage on the directly captured from the PS5 is good. Like, it does the job, but through a capture card it's better. But when I'm streaming, this means I can stream while also having my face cam, and then I record the footage off this. I'm sure there's probably a way for me to do it, record native footage, but the thing is, I actually like recording directly from the PS5 because, again, the footage is good. It's not as good as a capture card, but it's good quality wise, and also it's very efficient space wise. It really doesn't take up that much space, which is great. Like, I think an hour of footage is like, could it be 6 gigs or something? It's pretty oh, that was a lift. Okay, it's actually pretty manageable, and considering the amount of games that I record, it's, I think, saving on space and also editing time because the I'm trying to look around here, because the file sizes aren't as big, is actually well worth it. Streamlines the process a fair bit. Okay, so that's the front door. That's that window. That's that weird, creepy, what the hell? No, you can't get me on top. Oh, okay, you can. Oh, don't worry. I plugged... The pinned comment is about the retro channel, and the retro channel is in the description too. Because... Wait. Is that key still down there? Is that why I can't get into it? I like how he's literally just fart. Oh, so I need to get out unseen. Okay. Yeah, just throw me out. You don't need to hit me with your hammer. If you're gonna hit me with your hammer, kill me. So, do you know what? Get in! Ah, here, feck off. Oh! Do you know what? I actually don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Come on. Oh, he actually comes into the room. Okay. What an ugly bastard. What an ugly fecker. I honestly know nothing. Nothing about the Addams family. Which is ironic considering my name is Adam. Yay, I made it. Yeah, the Yadzie's family. Oh. Okay, so now all I need to do. Ah, now come on. What could I have done there? Nothing. You jump up here. Cross here. There we go. Yeah, she spawn camped me. Now we pick the head up. Oh yeah, wait, I have the key. Now it's time to slice up some... Oh my lord. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Let's we just gotta keep doing this. It's the only way to do it. The noise they make when they die is very satisfying. Now, can I kill these weird children? I think I might just like stun them. I'm not sure. Oh, they literally demolish. What did I say? I love when they die, and then can I kill these children or something? Is that what I said? Yeah, maybe the FBI guy watching this stream will not be too happy with me. Oh, now come on. How was I supposed to know that was breakable? How was I supposed to guess that? Oh. Got the creepy children. We got the farty feckers as well. Press the action button repeatedly. Oh, he's getting juggled. I think he deserved that, to be honest. Oh, wait, that... Wait, do all them doors open? God, we're in full-blown Resident Evil mode here. Got a full house to explore. Creepy paintings on the wall. Well, I don't like this. Yeah, I love these sorts of graphics, and I love that so many developers are recreating them now. Am I moving that, or is that just my eyes mess? I think it's my eyes mess, maybe. Okay, so I'm supposed to get something, I presume, to wake these boys up. Oh, I see, I see. They're vampires, so you have to... Oh, shit! So then maybe I was actually moving this. Actually, this is pretty cool. There is some very... I don't know. Obviously, games, when you're playing games like this, there will be times that they're just frustrating. But this is actually a very fun game. Just has a unique feel. And I guess that's probably the reason why it sort of has that kind of cult following. Like, I'm not really sure if I... Well, apparently I think the figures are around... what you call it? They're around... Why can't I move that sideways? Oh. 500,000 sales for the remake. I think the Insomniac League said that. I think they're official numbers, but I'd have to look into it. So I just wonder, are they like, it's just not really worth it? Because I can't imagine this. I can't imagine the remake like lost money. But maybe they're just like, we really are doing all that for like just enough money to sort of break even, you know? Oh, that's really cool. By any chance, were they Irish SD? Because I know animation in Ireland is really booming right now, or taking off. Because wasn't the Cuphead remake, or the Cuphead animated show, that was animated in like Kilkenny or something, wasn't it? Or some of the work on it was done in Kilkenny. I really like that remake. I'd love if they did it with this as well. I don't know why they didn't remake both. Like, would it really have been... Yeah, Lighthouse, yeah, that's the name. Would it really have been that expensive to just remake the second one on top of it? Release it as like a double pack, charge... I don't know, maybe... I think it was 40, or was it 30 euro for the remake? Maybe charge 40 or 50, you know? Get a bit of extra cash. What is this? Oh, it's just... Ah, that's annoying. Would you ever want, like, is that what you would be interested in doing, SD? Like, would you be interested in like a proper, like, full-time animation? Or is it just sort of something that you do on the side? Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So, like, did you do like a degree? Like, did you go do a course, or did you literally just learn how to animate yourself? Okay, so I think what I'm supposed to do is maybe lead them. Trap them in the corners, maybe? I think that's what it's telling me to do. Let's see. So if I... so I'm supposed to just... I think, anyway. Just grab you. Okay, a bit clunky there with that, but that's fine. And push you down here. I think if I can pop both of them here. Oh god, this is a bit it's a bit annoying. Because the attack button is also the interact button. So I kind of have to walk and get into it at the same time. So then all we do is push them in here. Will they just die on their own, I wonder? Or do I have to actually hit them as well? Oh, they just die. That's cool. I like that. Ah, they're vampires. They don't deserve anything. Fuck them. And I cleared that room. I think this might be my favorite level in the game so far. This is really fun. My least favorite level. And now I know you're a Twilight fan. I've never watched or read Twilight. So I wouldn't be opposed to being a fan of Twilight, but nah. I think there are certain things that the fan bases are so annoying that I don't ever want to be associated or get into them, and I think Twilight might be one of them. I don't know, it was just the Twilight fans back in the day, you know? Okay, now what is this room asking me to do? That is the question. Oh, I think I just need to... pop you there. Pop you over there. Yeah, and all the girls were going mad. They wanted their own they wanted their own vampire stalker. Now I did, like, of that era, I really, well, Hunger Games was just slightly after, but I really loved the Hunger Games books. Thought they were brilliant. This is such a cool level. I kind of forget a lot of it, but I just thought the premise of the Hunger Games was really cool. Like, just that whole... Well, I just think battle royales, you know, they were sort of taken off back then, but it's just kind of a cool... It's a cool world that they built. I actually really like it, so I think that was the main thing that sort of drew me to them. Am I supposed... I think I have to almost get them through here. Get them to follow me through here. And... yeah, so almost funnel them through like this, I think. I think this is what it's trying to tell me to do. Come along, Jeffrey. Yep. And then just push him up. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Just send him to his death. Okay, no, I don't know where the chalice is, though. Fun level. Fun level. Oh, God. Don't kill me. You just stay there. I'll just... Oh, SD, you're the man. You're the man. You're the perfect person to be watching the streams because you pay more attention than I do. Now, in my defense, I will say that I am also paying attention to a chat, but still, you're the man to have in the streams. Because I already missed the chalice, which is pretty annoying. I mean, if I probably won't platinum the game. I will just finish it, I think. Especially because I want to get a video done with Retribution, because this is the thing. With these sorts of games, obviously it's sort of... kind of time sensitive that you want the video out ASAP? Because, like, ideally, I'll have the video up by tomorrow. Feck. Oh, good. I was like, oh crap, I dropped already. Yeah, ours is probably being fairly generous. SD. Let there be light. No. Okay, that's a puzzle. That's representing something. That is has to mean something. Yeah, there's no health and safety regulations here. So I think what I have to do is, yeah, I have to push these in here. This is actually like oh shit, what's happening here? Okay. I have to lead them in here. And just set them on fire there. Come on. Ah, feck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, he has no interest. See, the real... So we come along here. And then that's this room. See that? I don't know what that means yet. And that's that big drop down there. And I don't... Yeah, we can't open... So that opens that door. So... Oh. Sir Daniel cannot survive a drop whatsoever. Oh. 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 There we go. Wait, SD, have you played this game before? See, I don't know why they're not following me. But also, why is there... The way that puzzle is laid out... Like, I think it's trying to tell me that the coffins can only be moved in a certain pattern. Like, that's kind of what makes sense to me. But, like, what way am I looking at? I presume... Like, I think it means... Let's see. I think it means that the vampires cannot go on those squares. But that's a difficult thing to memorize. So it's like... So a vampire can stay there. Okay, not there, but... Do you know what I should actually do? I'm going to pull up the stream here, look at the picture and pause it so then I know. Okay. So vampires can't go here. Okay, so that's that square. So they can't go there. They can't go here. They can go here, no problem. They can't go on this square. There actually isn't enough squares. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, there is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it can't go there, so we can go here. But like, oh wait, I'm a don't mind me. See, I thought I'd have to leave them, but no, I know what I have to do now. I have to push them. Like that. Yep, there we go. I'm smart. I am so smart. This is by far the best game, or the best level in this game, without a shadow of a doubt. It is. The other levels I would have said are like, fine. I don't think they do anything special. I kind of find some of them frustrating with the amount of combat in them. But this is actually genuinely fun. Come here, boys. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, and then you can all just go on fire. Lol. I'm smart. Thanks, Bison. Thank you. You will come to learn, as someone who reviewed games professionally for a while, that all of us reviewers are ridiculously good at games. And we never make any mistakes. Well, actually, no, I am good at games. I will hold my... I will be big-headed. Maybe not puzzles. I will admit I'm awful at puzzles. Games, mechanical stuff, yes. Now that's just pure stupidity, your man, that Cuphead thing. Just complete and utter stupidity. Complete Wolfram Castle. Okay. I thought I would be done with this game on this stream. I really did. But I don't think I will be able to, because there's probably at least another hour or two in it, judging by this long play here, just from where I am. So I actually have to go make, again, late lunch / early dinner. So I appreciate everybody for watching. It was a good stream, good chats, good debates. I would actually love if all the streams became like that, because it was just way more interesting for me, and I presume way more interesting for you. So thank you for watching. Dying Light 1 video will be out before Sunday, and there will be a Medieval video on Retribution probably tomorrow, if not by the end of today, but more than likely not. I think that'll probably be too short of a time span, because I still need to beat this, and then I need to record it, I need to edit it, upload it, so it'll probably be tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Oh yeah, SD, I'm doing a Dying Light 1 10 year later retrospective kind of video. I already have the audio recorded and chopped down, so I just need to throw it all together. So it should, I think it's only less than 15 minutes long, so it shouldn't take me too long to actually make. Yeah, well, see, the whole thing, it's not like a review, it's more like a retrospective on like the fun. Because another way, I don't know if you watched the Kingdom Come 1 video, but the Kingdom Come 1 video kind of focused on how the game isn't fun, but somehow works really well. And then this one is all about the game just being pure fun, and that's all it has to be. So yeah, that'll be up by the end of this week. So thank you for watching. I know I said that multiple times. If you're still here, I mean, you probably have subscribed, but subscribe. Join the Discord down below. Channel members if you really want it. And yeah, thank you. Goodbye.